Go for it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Equinox, a weekly Dungeons and Dragons session, most of the time, with these lovely people here. How are you all this week?
Hey, doing pretty
Yay!
good.
You're
Oh,
doing
wait.
good?
Can I speak now without getting yelled at?
No, being yelled at. That would never
No,
happen.
you can't speak without getting yelled at. We're all gonna yell
Oh,
at you
okay.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you like what we do, please hit the subscribe button. If you really like what we do and want to see everything that came before whatever this shit show is, go over to my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow, and you can follow us over there. You can even leave comments for the boys telling them to get over themselves.
Well, you could
Yeah.
not do that. You could just leave us alone. You could not. You can leave comments about other things instead.
You can inflate our egos even more. Tell us about how
Or-
great
or
we
the-
You
are.
could. You
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
tell us how great we are.
Yeah.
I am here with Evil One, Valcor, Dusty Bone, I'm Rosewood, and Leftfoot Kevin, as we are here every week to figure out what it takes to be a hero in a minorly, I suppose, post-apocalyptic cyberpunk Dungeons and Dragon world. Either way, it's a lot of homebrew, it's a lot of fun. And who remembers what happened last time?
We got out of their village.
Yes.
Yep.
Rosewood
It
was
took a
proven
while.
correct.
Broke into
Yeah.
a house that was unlocked.
No, it was a blacksmith, not a house.
It was his home.
Well, that's a very sad home.
Yeah, we broke in. However,
Wow.
it was unlocked, so it was a little foolish. Andrew collected his ingots, and I believe left payment, which now is just going to whoever
No,
captured.
I had already paid, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah. Should have click and collect paid on collection. As we left, we kind of got out pretty cleanly, but found some friends of the Imperium coming in. All of the villagers were captured and put in cages and revealed to be horrible monsters, much to
Yes.
Andrew's delight. And then we kind of just got shuttled away. On a cheap Cherokee or something, and it was like we were kind of just doing
It was a Hummer.
couple of days. It was a Hummer, a
was a
Humvee.
Hummer.
Yeah,
Humvee?
we kind of did a couple of days, and then we, I believe, we just sort of called it there.
A weeks-long drive back.
That's
Yeah.
what is ahead of you, back to civilization. No, because that is
No,
not all
we've-
that
we've
happened.
done-
You had hello, Russ. You had a big discussion actually on
The book
the book.
and my specialized that are now
We
able
didn't
to
have
read
that in character though.
No, there was some that was in character. So
it. Yeah.
I think it was decided, hey, maybe folks, maybe we need to go back to the capital to figure out what is
Our
going
next
on.
That happened after session.
No.
No, it did. We were gonna
partially
go.
happened
Oh
in
no,
session.
no. We changed priorities though of what we're doing back at the capital. So we voted on what we're going to do back at the capital, but given information we got, we're not necessarily going after the portal man anymore.
Yeah.
Might be looking at some other things that were happening in the capital.
True.
Yeah.
Mainly, all of the dead guys coming back.
Yes.
That seems like a high priority.
Going on.
So we're gonna go. I think check out the catacombs was from like a memory of a very long ago broadcast.
That was something that was vaguely discussed, I believe.
Yes.
But in a
Maybe.
nutshell, that was the session. Also, Habaru rolled a 1 for intelligence last session. I just want to put that out there.
What did you roll, Dingus?
Wow. Called out.
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, with your -2 modifier, dickhead.
Yeah, and you have a 0 and you still rolled a 1.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, to credit where credit's due, he then rolled a natural 20, and then he proceeded
Twice.
to roll another natural 20. It's unreal. Those are the real cliff notes, is what Habaru rolled.
Yeah, the notes are I should have been a wizard instead of a fighter.
I think you said that in the moment. Like, you
Yeah,
got
I
a nat
did.
20, and you're like, damn, and then you got the other one, you're like, I should have been a wizard.
Yeah.
So
You're a wizard, Arbaru.
Just as a small
You know
amount of
what? We need
housekeeping,
that
can
now.
we,
That
can
was
we
good.
clear off the map with the doodles?
I mean-
Yeah, I can do that real quick because I drew them.
you did because you were trying to figure out which mountain range. Remember?
There's
Yeah,
three doodles.
because I was investigating in game is the thing I didn't know beforehand, and it felt really nice.
It
He was
felt
putting
really
some
nice.
stuff together. He was also actually the main thing that I remember of last session.
I
Now
was
let's come back.
100%
Tabaru
wrong.
and Shady probably did the worst Googling any two people have ever done to retrieve some information. They
That was
Googled
one
the
of
most
Metal 20's
generic
too.
terms they could to find something.
Temple.
They were like, can I Google temple near me? What about mountain temple? And
Yes,
it's like,
but what did he roll?
he
20.
rolled the nat 20. But it didn't help him whatsoever.
It made me feel
Like
good though.
the
It
first
made
natural
my
20,
brain produce the happy juice.
because of what you asked, you got nothing out of it.
You
It was
Worth
real
it.
rough.
you were 100% certain that you were not finding what you were looking for on the internet.
That's what happened. You were not finding anything of value. Then you rolled another natural 20,
Hashtag
and it
worth
gave
it.
some things kind of a value, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're just
See, we're just eliminating stuff. So whatever's left,
Yeah,
that's where
we
it's
just
going to be.
one by one eliminate every possibility.
All right, here I will draw on the map what we have left to investigate.
Okay. What do you have left to
Is it
investigate?
Moonblight?
No, it's
Yeah,
all
there
of
you go.
that.
There you go.
Yeah.
That whole
That's what we
area.
have left to investigate.
It's a good square.
What
Luckily,
about
none
down
of this
here?
outside stuff.
What's where here?
What's there?
Oh, there's no temples. There's no temples down there.
There's no
Don't worry, I
temples there,
checked.
fortunate.
That's what my roll covered.
There was some interesting mentions of specific temples and everything, where I believe everyone, for example, the final resting place of the sun god Ahura. Everyone immediately looks at Richard Feynman, who goes, "Huh, sounds interesting," and everyone breathed a sigh of relief.
I think we did somewhat find what the Temple of the Unknown or the burial place of the unknown. Like we ended up finding where we wanted to originally go to some
Yeah.
degree, but surmised that we
also-
actually don't want to go there.
Yeah, we don't.
That's
right
a later
now-
problem.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
useful
I
to
was-
know.
I was so looking forward to like, oh, we're gonna get this shit done. We're gonna get something done, and then I realized, shit, we can't get this done right now. God, yeah.
We're just like 6 steps ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
But it was good to know.
I wish I had a comfort cat that could comfort
Yeah.
me.
Comfort kitty.
Didn't
Like
you have a
wild
comfort
kitten
cat?
No, I had a cat named Piss Piss.
Wait, let's see. Let me do this really quick.
No, not necessarily like that. It's more like Piss Piss.
Let's see if you can hear him.
And
Purring.
her
The
brother
purring.
Shithead.
Oh my God. I
You
love
hear
You
him
named the
purring?
cat Piss Piss, and you didn't name
Ooh.
their brother Poo Poo.
No, they weren't my cats. They are my roommates. I just took care of them because my
Oh.
roommates hated their cats.
Okay.
Got it.
So, in addition to all of that, is there any final things that we need to address? Any kind of
We're level 8, right?
We are. No. As soon
We
as
are
we get to
level
level
5.
8, like, it's a great joke, but then Tegan gets to throw, like, level 8 appropriate monsters at us, and it's just
Yes.
not great.
Yeah, but we'll hit
I
him
don't
with,
want that.
are
We'll hit
there
him with
any
level
final
8.
messages or anything that anyone wants to spruik before we jump in?
Oh, buy doll fruits.
Make sure to grab the Steve Man merch when it goes on pre-order.
It's coming out. We're working
Coming
on
out
it.
soon. Yep, we're working on it.
I have a Tarrasque egg and a Pokemon.
We got the Tarrasque egg and we got the Pokemon. That was the other thing we didn't
Did we
cover.
put the Tarrasque egg in a bag of holding?
You
Yeah.
did.
Yep.
Yes.
How wide is that bag of holding?
It's 2 foot wide.
Listen,
Please, we made it work.
It's a bag, so bags open and it holds things. Therefore, no problem.
The real answer is don't ask questions about it, alright? It's
Yeah.
in there.
Hey, Wicked, how was those cookies?
They're very nice. Thank you.
Oh yes, I forgot about the cookies.
Yes, the cookies.
Oh God, the cookies. How does Wicked feel seeing the people who made the cookies after the fact?
Damn good cookies though.
What a
She's-
shame. Munch on a cookie.
Probably thinks they're Munchables and having a session.
These are as real as I need them to be. She keeps eating them.
Okay,
golly
and
gee.
so with that, you find yourselves on the road again, accompanied by what is his name? Sergeant Max Nickel. That's right, Sergeant Max Nickel, and you've spent the next. You've spent 3 days, technically 3 nights, traveling overland through the forests of Purgatory as you have avoided shadow creatures, all sorts of psychopomps and large hulking shadowy monsters that have either chased the vehicle or tried to get its hands on more delightful prey. During the day, the sergeant has pulled over to sleep, erecting a barrier with ether crystals to make sure that you were kept safe from those who would seek to get their hands on you.
Good question. How is this car working in terms of gas?
He just stops at a station every few hours.
Are there stations out here?
Yeah, the
I don't
Imperium
know.
just put him there.
They're
I
charging stations.
I don't know. Have you looked under the bonnet, under the hood?
Why would no?
It's like an ether
Why
thing,
can't-
right? Like it'll just be
Yeah.
a magical
Yeah.
crystal that powers it
okay.
for infinity and beyond.
As all of you are buffeted as a wind hits you.
No, that was an accident. Shush. Pay no attention.
So how long before the Wraith blows up this vehicle? What do we give the over-under on that one?
So,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah,
More
don't take off your shoes in the
superpowers.
car.
so it is in the afternoon, early afternoon, when the sergeant wakes up. He, just like the days have been going on, he's been getting increasingly more and more exhausted looking, as none of you have offered to drive.
I
And-
offered. I was rejected.
I think
Yeah,
I think
I don't know.
I
Haru
offered and I
rejected
was
you.
outvoted.
Yeah,
What
I
a
think
run.
that's more the point. You were outvoted.
I mean, what day are we on? This
You
is the fifth
are
day?
start of the 5th day traveling. Yeah.
I'll approach him and I'll say, hey man, I could drive like a day or two, because you're about to fall asleep at the wheel.
Roll for driving.
Are you sure? I mean,
Yeah,
I can keep driving if you need me to. I'll just have to I'll just have to get into the med kit. That's all.
See, it's when people will start saying, oh, don't worry, I can keep doing the thing. I just need to take medical supplies to keep doing it. Makes me a little bit worried, especially when it comes to operating machinery. So I think, it's fine.
You have a problem with people needing medication?
No, dingus, it's more about the fact that you could pass out the wheel.
Well,
Medication
no.
can fail.
I mean, yeah, but like I've got the stuff for it. If you want to, I mean, you're the talent, sir.
Don't refer to
He's
me
driving.
as a thing.
End of discussion.
Yeah, don't refer to me as a thing. I'm a person. Secondly, it's fine. Sergeant. Just let me drive. It'd be nice to stretch my legs and to have a focus on something instead of just sitting there.
Unfortunately for you, I have shotgun times infinity, so you're going to be sitting next to Feynman the entire way.
Yeah.
What has Feynman been doing this entire trip?
Dude, he's been looking at birds.
Have
He
you
has.
have you had your head out the window?
He's been playing.
yeah.
He's been playing with the cassette player, and now the tape of Baby Shark is stuck in the.
I did play very briefly with the cigarette lighter, but I burnt myself almost immediately and got advised to stop playing with that shit, please.
And you threw it out the window.
The sergeant. Poor guy.
He's doing that thing where he's looking out the window and he's following his mini adventure parkour man through the woods.
Yeah, that, absolutely.
Okay, so you insist that the sergeant sit in the back between Wicked and Shady.
Yeah, if not for just for a single day, like take some time to rest during the car ride.
Okay. You climb into the front of the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have
I've been watching
experience with
him.
driving large vehicles like this, Habaru?
Large vehicles. This is just a regular Jeep, right?
It's technically considered a larger vehicle, yes. In an
It's a fun
In-
bit.
in an environment that you yourself have not been in.
I mean, I guess I would have helped drive the family truck for the family forge / family convenience store.
Okay.
So just like, oh hey, help load unload it, help drive it to the store, where places and whatever. So I won't say I'm like expertise, but you know, he has experience driving a car like this
Okay.
size, probably.
Make me a vehicle handling check if you have proficiency with it. Otherwise,
I assume everyone from Thalmir has vehicle handling.
yeah.
Is it on your character sheet though?
What? No, because it's not in the goddamn the thing, the vehicle handling.
Then you ain't got it.
Oh fuck,
Yep.
eat shit.
No,
So
I
what's
think
the, what's the
I
other
think-
role you can do though? Is the thing it'll
roll
be like
me a
based off
dex.
something else.
Yeah, roll me a dex.
No, hang on. I'm adding it there right now. Tools, Dex.
It is a proficiency. Oh my god.
That should be a normal, so just a regular 20. Yeah.
Dirty 20. You only crash into 4 trees. It's a good day. It's a good day. The other guy crashed into 8.
So you do make your way, you take off through the forest. It is very green, very verdant. The mist does appear to be everywhere. There's a little bit of dappled light coming through. And you drive your way through the first 2-3 hours as the sun sets and the night rolls in. As it does so, Habaru, you start to realize in the gleaming LED headlights of the truck, you start to see the shadows moving on the side of the road, the large creatures crossing your path. At one point, you thread the needle between a pair of them and you hear a thump on the car as the top of its foot collects the car on its way through, and you feel it rock slightly as you grip the steering wheel, managing to keep all 4 wheels on the road. Another hour passes and you see that there is a hulking humanoid shape standing in the middle of the road, glowing eyes, staring into like a deer in the headlights right in your way. Do you stop for it?
Andrew stops for no man.
I'll move it around it.
You're going off-road?
Okay, say that sentence to me again.
There is a hulking, shadowy creature standing in the middle of the forest pathway that you've been driving on. Glowing eyes staring at your oncoming vehicle like a deer in the headlights. Do you stop or are you going off-road?
Have we seen this creature at all in the last 4 days?
Yes, you've hit several of them.
I will. You know what?
Several of them.
We'll hit another one. I'm gonna keep going at it.
We're gonna be about to hit
Ramming
one
speed.
more.
It hits
do
your bull
you speed
bar. Yeah, do you speed up?
Yeah. I mean, it's right in front of me. I gotta get through it.
Okay, you plant the foot. Feynman, you feel yourself pushed back in the seat as the car accelerates and you hear a bang as a shadowy creature hits the bull bar and rolls up over the top of the car. You hear
much- How much XP do we get?
Out question.
God. You
I
have a
know what I'm
question?
about.
Hell
Mister,
yeah.
Mister.
You had a question?
I said, how much XP did we get?
Oh, no.
And then I said, I know what I'm about, getting the
Okay.
XP.
Okay, so you continue driving. You hit several more shades on your way through. It's pretty eerie, actually, driving Harbour. Do any of you sleep overnight, or are you?
Well, like while we're driving.
Probably ain't the best.
I mean, Harbour, not obviously. Harbour is awake.
I know,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
while we're driving, do we sleep?
Okay,
Like
Yeah.
100%.
so
Like
Harbour,
most of the time.
after about 6 hours, Harbour, everybody else in the car is dead asleep.
Well, Shady's pretending so he doesn't have to talk to anyone.
Yes.
Poor shit.
Thanks, champ.
You are struck with how silent the vehicle is. You can just hear the roar of the engine, but otherwise it's deathly still. There is no glimmers of light beyond your headlights traveling through the darkened, mist-covered jungle. You start to realize that the creatures that are walking through the shadows are tall, eerie. Some stick like their head shapes, everything from long and stretched to horned. Large creatures almost as tall as the trees themselves, small hulking shadows that are dragging themselves through the undergrowth. Every now and then you will see clusters of lights, headlights, and eyes dancing through the forest, watching you. It's pretty eerie. Do you put on any music? Do you do anything to break the monotony?
Yeah. I'll put on Let the Bodies to the Floor and I'll crank up the volume all the way.
Okay.
No. I
A little bit of Darude.
no, I don't turn on. You know what? No, I will turn on the radio, but just very silently. So if there's any like, oh, breaking news, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, and he tunes
Oh, I was
specifically
thinking-
into the news station.
yeah, and I'm listening very keenly. No, I'm just it's background noise to me. It's very low and silent. Again, I'm just listening. If there's any like, oh, a bridge is given out, blah blah blah, then I'll pay attention. But I doubt I'm going to hear that.
As you turn to a radio station, you just hear blip, blip,
Click. Turn that shit off.
Coward.
So you turn it off.
Don't you ever put that name in the chat again, Craig? Yes, I turned that shit off. As if it was that name that Craig just listed.
Like now we have to tab over.
Okay. So you make your way through the forest and you start to notice the shift in color as the sun starts to rise. It goes from a dark, almost pitch black to lighter shades of almost a milky grey green. The light as the sun rises higher and higher, changing to shades of jade and emerald, the mist creating this soft blanket that sits at about waist high. Every now and then, tendrils of it roll up over the bonnet of the car until eventually you feel a hand on your shoulder. I'm sorry, sir, but if you'd like, you can pull over and we can let you get some rest for the day before we get going again, or I can actually take over and we can drive. I can drive again, so you can rest.
Sure. I mean, keeping in mind we're shaving a day off of the travel time because I'm making the long rest into 4-hour rest because of my hum.
No, your
my
song.
carol.
The song you're
Yeah.
yet to sing for us.
Yeah, the song that's not going to be sung.
What does your song sound like, Andrew?
It's Tay Tay.
No, it would obviously be Billie Eilish. No,
I'm the bad guy.
Yeah. No, it would be and I think
It's
Feynman
Enya.
I think Feynman would kind of react to it of it is a mixture of some blacksmith tunes that he hums that his mother used to sing to him a lot as a kid, but also some of the hymns that the Selenites in town would sing during worship. So it's
as you
more
hum some of
usual.
them, you have noticed, Habaru, with your wonderful perception, every time you've hummed this song, you've noticed at night the effervescent nightlight that is Richard Feynman has gotten a little bit brighter every night.
Oh, God damn it.
No, do that thing that completely triggers your friend so that he can, no longer be Ranger Feynman.
He's gonna start humming it through during the day as well.
God, I can't get this tune out of my head. I wonder why.
Okay.
Self triggers. He becomes G Feynman.
Oh no, this is fabulous. Wondering how this goes. So you do swap over with Sergeant Davies. It's not Davies, it's Sergeant Nickel. You change over with Sergeant Nickel and he takes over the driving, allowing you to hop into the back seat, Habaru, squeezing yourself firmly between Wicked and Shady, who refuses to move because he's dead to the world, apparently.
I would
Literally.
actually prefer to stay in the middle in case I ever need to reach forward to grab the wheel because I have trust issues with Imperium personnel.
Okay. Good.
No, dude,
All
I
right.
can grab the wheel. It's fine.
I have trust issues with everyone in the front half of the car.
What about when you lean over to grab the wheel? Do you then get trust issues with yourself?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just
Massive
as long as I know
insecurity.
it's not targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I don't
it's
trust
the
my
car
radio at all.
itself
It tried to
that's the
hiss at me
problem.
last night.
Okay, so
She's jingling keys to get our attention.
She
So
was.
you take off driving. He puts on some more music as he does
Rolls
so.
the dice.
He does. He puts on. It appears to be a pop star. It's probably 20 years old or so. Something about burning flames and heroes coming along. And things like this. And he seems to be, as he's listening, his hands are tapping away on the steering wheel. Every now and then he gets a little teary. Just this is apparently his real vibe. This
20-year-old song.
Look, he doesn't make fun of your fucking music.
I didn't turn any music on.
No, just
No, but
humming
when
religious
Feynman does-
songs for years, for days on end.
Listen, I've made this journey so much shorter and easier for everyone involved.
Are you saying this out loud to Feynman?
He's saying it out loud to Feynman as Feynman puts on his own music, which is, of course, Kenny G.
Get
Okay.
fucked.
As Feynman looks back at you, with a glint in his eye, you hear the dulcet tones of. You're not exactly sure what this is, Habaru. You just know that it's really grinding your gears. But then again, that seems to be everything about Richard Feynman.
Not everything, just very close to everything.
Just most things.
Just most things.
Either way, the music is grating on you like somebody has taken a cat, annoyed them so their claws are out and just dragged them up and down a chalkboard, Habaru. And this goes on for the better part of 45 minutes to an hour. Just driving away. So it's completely unsurprising when you hear the sound of breaking glass, and I need everyone to make me a dex roll.
Oh, that sucks. Like a straight dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw, yep. Or an acrobatics, it's up to you.
Fine,
I'd rather acrobatics.
Yep.
Yeah, he was looking at me, so it makes sense. That is that enough damage just to straight up zero you, Feynman?
Just wait, I'm waiting for everybody's rolls to come in to explain what's about to happen.
Sorry,
No,
what's
but if it were to hit him,
what's total? That's what, fucking
25 damage.
25. Oh no.
Okay.
So, Shady, you managed to grab the holy shit handle. Habaru, you grab onto Shady. So, as that you feel the car slammed sideways as you watch as Sergeant Max Nickel, you watch as his brain matter and blood splatter all over the windscreen as he slumps forward.
Dude, I know
over
what
the
my
wheel.
problem was. I did not have my fucking seatbelt on. That was the problem.
I
I just straight up did not have. I was doomed from the start.
Seatbelt saved lives.
Wicked,
I was sitting there with my feet on the fucking dash.
Wicked,
Oh man.
you slam your head against the windscreen as the car
Ooh.
jolts sideways and bounces off of a tree trunk. You are jostled and tilted as two of the wheels come off of the road, and ahead of you, you can see what appears to be a creek of some description.
Can
As
I
the car-
attempt to grab the wheel? Because I said that was why I was sitting in the middle. Was because
Yep.
if that happens, I would
You
like to
can
grab the wheel.
you can certainly roll me another
Jesus,
acrobatics
take
to
the
try and
wheel.
actually roll me a
Uh,
strength an athletics, please.
And that's like, oh hell yeah. Fuck.
You grab the seat, Habaru, and yank yourself upwards as you feel Shady and Wicked slam into you. Wicked is momentarily, you can kind of see that she's momentarily unconscious. Feynman is, you don't know how the hell it happened. His door is half open and he is hanging onto the seat for dear life. You can see his seatbelt is not on. So he is half out the thing. You grab the steering wheel out of the corpse's hands and pull just as you feel two of the wheels sink into the mud on the creek bed and flip as at speed you find yourself in the creek sinking.
While we're flipping, though, you do have a slight thought of, you don't know where he got it, but Feynman did have a seatbelt silencer in that little bloody thing so that the alarm didn't go off.
Roll me, by the way.
What?
You haven't
Roll
heard of
me.
seatbelt silencers?
No.
Roll me, by the way, Feynman, another acrobatics to see if you stay in the vehicle
Alright.
as it flips.
19? I feel like I do.
Yeah, his
Would you-
seatbelt.
I feel like I
silencer
might
keeps
have
the
been able to
car.
shut my door.
You grab the door and yank it shut, pulling yourself back into position, but it is too late. There is water rushing into the car under the door jams through the vents.
Luckily, I
as-
can't drown. Oh, that's not this guy. Damn it.
as the car quickly slips underwater. Everybody, what are your constitution modifiers, please?
Con modifier.
Yeah.
That's a 1.
Okay.
Andrew's got a 3.
I won't need one.
You won't need one.
You don't have Constitution.
It's not that. So yours is 1. Wicked, what's yours?
It's how long we have to breathe.
Hold your breath.
Yeah, hold your breath if you're underwater.
4.
Oh, sorry,
Wicked
Dusty.
is. I think
assume-
Dusty said 4.
4.
The network is pretty cooked in the US at the moment. It looks like.
It does. The internet said not today, Dusty.
Oh, there goes Dusty.
Hi, Dusty.
Dusty's
Dusty's
back.
back.
Is Dusty back? Tune in next week on Dragon Ball Z.
Well,
Oh no, it's got Andrew now.
Yeah, I said that both the Americans are done. You can tell he's gone all pixely.
Is it?
Habaru was a robot all along.
What happens to like just while we're here? What happens to Shady's cigarette?
Oh, it's gone. It's wet.
Yeah.
It's. I was wondering if he had some sort of magic cigarettes. Like he's still smoking them underwater. That seems like some shady shit to do, right?
It did drop out of his mouth, and he did singe a hole in his pants. But
I like to think he'll come up from the water coughing, right?
oh,
And then
you can
he'll
hear us
light
fine.
another
You just can't
cigarette,
communicate, Andrew.
and he'll come out of the water. He'll light a cigarette, and he'll stop coughing once he starts on the next cigarette.
Okay.
Then I'll fix him up.
Do we have a Dusty back?
No. Up and down.
Oh, what sort of cyber attack is happening to the US now?
It was great fun. Okay. While we're waiting, either way, you are rapidly. The car has rapidly filled with water. What do you all do?
I'm gonna open that door again. It's full of water.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna open the door because it's less effort.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
That
The
is-
robots got me for a second there.
they got us both. Don't worry.
It's
It's hard to
okay.
talk underwater.
It's okay, Wicked. You have come to, as water has rushed in. You're a bit groggy and dazed. But you manage to gasp a breath in as you find yourself underwater. What does everyone do? I need
Underwater?
You're all underwater. Feynman, I need an athletics from you to try and open the door. By the way,
Are
Opening the door underwater shouldn't be hard if the car's full of water, though, right?
it is still difficult because you've still got the weight of the door and the pressure.
What pressure from
Oh.
what though?
As long
There's
as
no
there's
differential
air,
between the.
If there's air in there, but if there's no air,
Yeah,
In
the
the-
car's full of water. No.
The cabin isn't, like the back cabin isn't, but that's not connected to you. So, okay, I still need you to roll me in athletics. The door's still heavy in the water.
I rolled acrobatics like an idiot. Ignore that. All right, I just got my dinner handed to me as well. What was it? Athletics.
Athletics.
Don't
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, that's
Just
good.
roll fist. Just punch out the window.
Well, you could have done that too. You're a monk. But either way, you managed to get the door open, and Feynman, you managed to get out perfectly fine. You don't have a seatbelt to contend with. So
Also got the lowest con, so
you swim away. Everyone watches you as your golden iguana-like tail disappears into the murky depths.
I mean, do any of us get caught on our seatbelts? Because they're designed to not get caught.
No, they're
no,
not. so-
underwater that you'll get caught if you're not.
I mean, are
Yeah,
we
but that's why I never wear a seatbelt, dude.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, you all release your seatbelts, I'm assuming, and you're getting out through the front of the vehicle.
Well, do we still have like? Are we like submerged completely, or do we still have a chance to talk to each other?
No, you're submerged completely.
Okay, then yeah, I will see.
Are we upside down or up the right way?
You are nose down,
Yeah,
but
underwater.
up the right way. Yeah,
Okay.
nose down, but up the right way. The air in the rear of the vehicle is keeping it buoyed up, so you're not too far from the top. But it does mean that you've got to swim down to get up out of the car, basically. If you go through the front through the front door.
I will swim out. But
Okay.
I will. Motherfucker, stop laughing. I see you giggling to yourself. I will. This is why I don't want people fucking telling me things. I can reach these conclusions on my own. I don't want to swim up now because there's the man with the gun up there.
Is there?
Yes, because he's posting in chats. So what the fuck am I supposed to do with that knowledge?
Just because he's posting in chat doesn't mean that he's up on. You don't know what's up there, Habaru.
No, because he has a fucking sniper. Yeah, he's gonna shoot as soon as we put our heads up. Fuck him.
Is he though?
I have
going
literally
to
no reason to not think so, since he blew up a train.
I'm going
like
to
the terrorist
not
he is.
meta game and wild shape into a giant consider snake.
That's
Giant
why people
constrictor
tell me
snake.
things.
Okay, so you turn into a boa constrictor and slither out past Habaru, who seems to be mildly paralyzed underwater, struck with indecision about whether to swim up or not.
No,
Or should he just let himself drown?
The clock
I'll
is
swim up.
ticking.
Okay.
Since it sounds like Shady's the last one who hasn't made it out yet, I'll turn and be like, did he make it out?
Shady's walking along the bottom of the river.
Interestingly enough,
He's winding the window down next to him, and he's just climbing out the window.
Okay, then
he doesn't seem to be particularly panicked. He doesn't seem to be in any rush.
He's just looking dejectedly at his now unlit cigarette.
The cigarette that's just.
Because you're the first one out, Feynman, your head pops free of the water, and you see that there is a group of people standing on the riverbank, weapons pointing at the place where your car went in.
And I don't know if I said this aloud, but I swam away a bit, right? Did I say that?
No, you didn't say it, but I assumed you swam a bit away from the vehicle.
All right, cool. I think the way you conveyed it to me made it sound like that's what you understood.
No, I imagine you swam out the door, away from the vehicle a bit, so if it did go under, it didn't pull you under, and then up. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad.
Do they point their guns at me? Do they see me?
You're a giant golden man in the middle of a murky river that glows slightly.
Yeah. Do they see me?
Yes, they see you.
I'm going back under. I'm going to poke my head up. I'll lock eyes with one of them, and then I just go right back under.
Okay.
Really slowly.
You lock eyes with what appears to be a human man. He has shoulder-length, shaggy brown hair, kind of a 5 o'clock shadow, seems to be wearing like a tactical jacket. He has a rifle pointed at you. With him appears to be a young drow woman with long flowing white hair and vibrant purple eyes, a very tall, burly looking half orc whose face is covered with scars. He's got short, almost shaven white hair, his tusks pointing up. He looks he looks a little bit like a biker. He's got a leather jacket. He's got a tactical vest on. He seems to have several weapons pointed in your direction.
Does he have metal hands?
He does not have metal hands. You notice
that is not Habaru.
You notice that he has several things. He has something mounted across his back. You're not really sure what that is, but on a shoulder brace, it appears to be a Gatling gun, as well as holding an underbarrel shotgun in your direction.
Yeah, I've gone back under.
Okay, so these are the ones that you can kind of see.
What
This one. Waiting for these to come up.
and what time is it?
It is
Like
sometime in the
midday?
earlyish morning, like midday.
Okay, so I know that man just hasn't shaved. It's not that he's been there a while.
No, it's not. We've got this one. Yeah. And then we have this one.
The chair thrower.
They're
He's
at
the
least
perfect counter to the door kicker, though.
they are
Your
indeed
nemesis.
they are the three that you can see at least standing on the riverbank.
Right. Well, I'll go back under. Do I see any of the other losers?
Who are these
Um,
losers you're expecting?
Do you have dark vision?
No.
If you do not have dark vision, the water is murky and no, you can't see any of them. It doesn't help that you kind of glow slightly and give yourself like a weird dusty aura around yourself. They can probably see your light murkily through the water.
What loser are you looking for? There's only us down there.
Yeah, I'm
wish you
looking
had
for
my
the
aura.
big orc with metal hands. That loser.
What the fuck?
You wish you had my aura. Anyway, as he's looking for some unknown losers in the water, Wicked would like to hang around the car for a bit. She's gonna look at the dead body of poor Max. And she's like, "Well, we can't just leave it here." And she is gonna turn him into a spore beast. She's gonna animate
Waste
him.
not, want not.
Okay. You,
Love that for Wicked.
as you swim free of the vehicle, Shady, you watch as the dead corpse of Sergeant Max Nickel jolts and jerks and floats slightly and pulls himself out of the vehicle behind you. His eyes glowing slightly, this grayish black mist wafting around him as it suffuses into his body, and he starts stroking upwards towards you.
Does he have
You
the
see
same
that
look that
Boshroom did, yeah.
Boshroom had?
Yeah.
You
Shady
see
will
that
just shake his head.
You see that the hole in his head has been filled up with some weird white spongy substance, which you can only assume to have something to do with
Be
Wicked.
oyster mushrooms. He is swimming after you like a man possessed.
Max room.
Max. Okay, so the rest of you swimming for the surface, unknown by what is on the.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm gonna swim my ass downriver.
you.
Wow.
So you duck dive back under the water.
Upon not seeing any of these losers
Who are these losers you're
or
speaking
much of
Not
anything
us.
else, I'm just going downriver.
Okay. Ah. Habaru, as you crest the water, roll me a perception check, shall we?
Do you want to roll with advantage or just regular perception?
Just regular perception.
22.
Okay. You watch as you are aware that there are 3 people on the shoreline waiting for you, a 4th waiting slightly back next to a green vehicle a gentleman with wings and white hair. It looks a bit like an elf. This gentleman. As you see a glow swimming away from you upriver, underwater.
Downriver.
Downriver, underwater. Do you want to make that attack roll, please? Wraith?
Please get a natural.
Fuck, it must be easy for Wraith not to target Feynman. He's like, alright, just don't shoot the one that glows, and you're pretty sorted, really.
Oh, that's a miss.
No,
use my-
Feynman, what is your AC?
Oh,
16.
16. Luckily, I did get a message about this, and I did see the message come up. Feynman, as you're stroking away, your tail moving through the water like the slippery water creature you are, apparently.
Serpent.
A slippery serpent. You feel the hot graze of a bullet rake against your cheek in the water ahead of you.
Do I take...
You get
21
the
damage?
impression you do not take 21 damage. You get the impression that this was a warning shot.
Oh, he doesn't want me to leave.
What are the rest of you doing now that you have breached the water and seen that there is a collective of people waiting for you?
I start cursing at them.
I'm slowly walking out of the water.
I love that Andrew's microphone censored him for us.
It did.
Yeah.
Wicked
Just
Yeah,
start
Wicked is-
screaming hateful things at these people.
Wicked
Okay.
is slithering towards the shore.
Yep.
And you and shortly following behind her is the Max room walking walking out of the water. The
Yep.
supposedly dead guy that they blew the head off of.
Yep.
Well, if I can't go downriver, I'm going to start swimming upriver.
Okay, so Shady. Shady,
Yep.
you're walking up to the bank, are you?
Yep.
The young woman has her hands in her long jacket pockets. Would you like to get in our vehicle and come with me? Or us, should I say? We have somebody who would like to talk to your friend when he's finished, doing his laps or whatever.
My mum told me never get in the car with strangers.
Unless
are
they
you?
have found you.
I'm the Songbird. Pleased to make your acquaintance. It's been a long time coming. I
You
mean,
obviously know who we are.
you're some of the Imperium heroes, aren't you? The ones that are looking after the book at the moment.
You're very well informed.
Well, we were told that some powerful heroes were coming through and we might actually need to be helped this time around. After all, you did take out some of our friends.
And where are we going to?
Oh, just your camp for a little chat, that's all. The outcome of that chat is up to you. I mean, you can come nicely because I'm asking nicely, or Chair Thrower can, do his thing instead.
Fine. Lead the way.
Into the vehicle if you don't mind in the back.
I'll climb into the vehicle.
She's just waiting there, watching the snake, watching
The snake
Habaru
will-
bob in the water. Habaru, you watch as the gleaming form of Richard Feynman swims back past you.
Wicked will slither to shotgun. she'll wrap around the Max room, and then the Max room will take shotgun.
Okay.
I will clamber out of the water. Just trying to
Would you like a
shake-
towel?
Yes, I would like a fucking towel, please.
Well, we don't want your armor to rust or anything. Otherwise, if you need some help with that, I'm sure Blackstone would be willing to help.
Love you.
Love you too. So so um you watch as the winged elf comes over to you with a fluffy white towel. You hear another whip crack sound, Habaru, and the sound of a splash. It's more like a gunshot if you want to be real specific. There's another splash in the water ahead of you. Ranger Feynman.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Welcome to my life.
I'll swim up and I'll be like, where do I go?
All you have to do is hop in the vehicle. We're
Hell
all friends
yeah.
here.
Shotgun. I'll
Too
call
late.
out as I run over to the vehicle.
You see that
Realizing Wicked's in there.
Well, no, it's not Wicked. It's the corpse of the
What kind of
guy.
vehicle is it?
it's a corpse with a feathered boa on it.
What kind of vehicle is it?
It looks like some kind of green utility jeep.
Does it have like a tray?
It's not a tray per se. It is very much like a jeep insofar as you can see that there's a step up and there's seats on either side, so bench seats on either side, and it's got like a hardened
On the outside?
canopy. Yeah, on the back.
Oh, so sorry. It's like one of those
People-
truck
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah, but it's
Like
got
a,
a
like
hard.
a military people mover with like the thing over
Yeah.
the top. Okay,
it's got
okay.
like a hard
That's
shell.
yeah, I get that. I was gonna get in the back and be all pouty and sit on the tray because I thought it was like a ute, but I guess it's not. So I'll just get in and sit on the floor and be
As
pouty there.
as you get in and sit on the floor, you watch as the big half orc climbs in the back with you. Before he closes up the back, you watch as 4 elves who all look very similar. They have reddish hair, mildly tanned skin, amber eyes. They all look about the same age. You're fairly certain, just judging by the look of them, that they're siblings. You watch 4 of them climb in as well, and you feel the shift of the vehicle up front as you become aware that the human man and the drow have climbed in the front as well, and then obviously the orc closes the door behind you. And you
Anyone
hear
got a smoke? As he's holding one with a really soggy cigarette in his hand.
the little flap between the back of the vehicle and the front of the vehicle open up, and this meaty half orc hand comes through with a paper packet, and you see that there's a cigarette there ready for you to pluck free.
Pull it out, light it up, start smoking. Much appreciated.
The vehicle starts up. The half orc sits down opposite you, Richard Feynman.
I'm not on a bench, I'm on the floor. He sits on the floor as well?
No, he's sitting on the bench watching you. You watch as the car takes off.
I'm like a child. I'm on the floor. I'm having a tantrum. I wasn't allowed shotgun. This is bullshit.
Okay. He reaches into a crate next to him and he comes over to you, Feynman. Hands.
Heads?
Hands.
Hands? No, thank you. I've got 2 right here.
Last chance. Hands.
How does he feel about me fundamentally not understanding that?
Roll me a contested athletics or acrobatics check, please.
Sure. 20.
I don't think he's telling you his name.
He grabs you by the arm, Feynman, and slaps a cuff around you. As you wrestle and try and get free of him, he grabs the other one
He
and
beat the
cuffs
20. What a jerk.
and he cuffs as your two hands are brought together, and you hear a faint hum as they start to glow slightly. And you watch, Feynman, as all of your scales go kind of like a dull yellowish color.
Like it removes all my magic. This is trash.
From the back seat of the vehicle, the young drow woman reaches over to you, Shady, and holds out your hand. Hands, please.
Sure. Puts her hands out.
She slaps a pair of cuffs on you.
You'll see Feynman biting his cuffs in the back, like just gnawing on them. Like I don't want to roll to try and get out of them. I'm just gnawing on these cuffs.
You can kind of see it in the rearview mirror, Habaru, as the songbird leans over to you. Do you need me to put these on you, or would you like to do it yourself?
Just give me the goddamn cuffs.
Oh, much obliging. I like it when things go smoothly. Now, I get to do the fun part. Considering your friend doesn't have any hands, do I do it around the neck and the tail, or...
The snake hisses.
You know,
you can keep doing that all day if you want, but we're going to have a hard time if you don't want to play nice.
playing nice, like blowing up trains. That's
Look.
what you consider nice?
That isn't exactly what we would have chosen to do. We're not exactly responsible for all of the Wraith's decisions.
But you work with
But,
them.
well, yeah.
Then go fuck yourself. No. He blew up a train and you still continue to work with him. He was the one shooting at us just now, wasn't he?
Oh. And you're saying that you have never done anything that others might find oppressive or dangerous or hurt people?
No.
trains
Don't
have
try
you
to
blown
lecture
up,
me on this
Habaru?
goddamn high train. Don't try to stand on this goddamn high ground of, oh, you work for the Imperium. Yes, I work for money. I know what I'm doing.
So us working for morals and principles is so much worse than those who just throw all that away for money.
No. We're not doing this whole, ooh, I have the high ground because I'm trying to fight a freedom fight or whatever you're trying to do. I don't care. Don't act like you're in the right here just because, oh, we fight for the right thing. Let's go blow up these people because they don't agree with us. They're not even part of this fight. Yeah? How many families do you cut short on that train?
Let's be honest. 90% of the people on that train were already dead and going through processing. They were going to punishment places.
But you don't get the right to decide that, though. Nobody here does.
You do realize the fact that they're already dead in hell. I mean, you've met your friend, right? She gestures at Shady.
He
Yeah.
waves.
Still have their own autonomy, though. Took that from them. But
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Whatever.
Dead people don't exactly stay dead in Nethrake. I mean, if we'd,
If your excuse is they were already dead, then we have nothing else to discuss. I don't care what you have to say.
Are you saying?
I don't care. This discussion is over.
All right. I can say that you're spicy. I'm sure that we will get this all sorted out later. God help me from temperamental men. She does, however, she She does, however, lean over to the snake. You can
Wicked
either
will-
turn.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, you go.
Wicked is going to. Oh wait, that's right, because this the guy is still there. Wicked is going to unravel from Mock's room.
Maxroom, yeah.
And, yeah, Mac's room, and he's gonna just sort of unbuckle, get out of the seat, and get in between this lady and her, as the snake just sort of rests on the seat, and she drops form and returns to her normal form.
Oh,
I'll
well,
play
that's
nice,
good.
but I'm not putting on any kind of restraints.
Unfortunately, this is not how that works.
If you want this truck to stay in one piece, then it is how it works.
Oh, that's cute. That's really, really cute. But in a fight between you and me, I'm fairly certain I'm going to win. But
It won't be a
please,
fight between you and me.
Wicked. Let's just hear.
I'm
these
not
ass
putting any
cracks.
restraints on.
Let her cook.
I am Feynman just yells from the back. Yes, we want cake.
I'm cooperating. I'm not doing anything. I'm not putting anything on, though.
All right. As long as I have your word, you're not going to try anything funny. I can see that it really matters to you.
What the fuck? It matters to all of us that we're not
I
restrained.
was gonna say from the back
Oh.
you hear Feynman muffled, like if only that was the case, I would have promised, as he chews on his handcuffs more.
I'm fine with it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Shady likes to be tied up.
I'm sorry. It's pretty clear that your friend has some kind of trauma. So, we're not in the actual business of re-traumatizing anybody here.
For all I know, you could be
If you
selling us
don't,
into slavery right now.
What do you
of
mean? I'm a
course
very
not.
tragic character.
Of course not. We're not going to sell you into slavery. That's absolutely barbaric.
Like blowing up trains isn't.
You can take that up with Wraith. However, if
Okay.
the issue is the restraint, that's absolutely fine. Would you wear a pendant? It has an anti-magic charm in it, just to, make sure you're not going to surprise us with anything. But we won't tie you up. Is that a better compromise?
Let's see.
Not the robots!
Uh-oh. Not the robots.
Not the robots!
That was so good. It sounded so robotic.
Oh. No, Dusty. Come back. Not fine. Just sorry. Feynman, well, if I knew they could have, I would have promised to. Ah!
Yeah, just ignoring still. Oh.
Oh.
I am the hype!
There we go.
I am the high ground. Hello.
Let's sorry, just looking at my my things to see her decision. She looks at the Max room. She thinks about the magic she has. I can't do that. You have my word. It's enough.
It's enough. Out of everyone here, she's gonna be the most cooperative. She'll probably be the easiest person you can work and talk to.
Oh, that'll be nice because you're just a crotchety pants. So it's nice to have
I don't
somebody
like
who will.
being on a train that gets blown up. I'm sure if I did it to you, you would also not be happy to talk to me.
Sorry, it's just one of my things. Really don't like being on trains that blow up.
Oh, no, I
Yeah, it's
completely
one of my
understand. Like, I don't think anybody likes being on a train that gets blown up.
Yeah. So no, I'm not necessarily happy to be with people who are with the Wraith, because the Wraith is kind of a dickhead from the 2 interactions that I had with him.
I mean, from what he said, you kind of stabbed him first.
So, if you're here for the book, right? Would you give to any
Yes.
random fucko who you just meet? No, you shouldn't. I hope you don't give to any random person you
Well,
just
this
meet.
is the thing.
It doesn't matter if it was the Wraith or if it was, Sally from down the street. I don't fucking know him.
I mean, before you opened the box, did you know it was a book?
No. But
Because
it
I'm
was
pretty
my
sure the
job.
instructions were you weren't supposed to open the box in the first place.
Yeah, but lady, that was my job though. I try to be as professional as I can be.
And yet,
I
you
realize I'm
stabbed
not showing it
somebody
that
over a
well.
book.
I didn't hear that. What was that?
You stabbed somebody over a book.
You don't get to call this just a book.
Well, you wouldn't have known it was some kind of hugely eldritch book if you didn't open it, if you'd followed the rules.
You know what? I did follow the rules. One of the other idiots didn't.
Well, technically, I stabbed him before we knew it was a book.
Do you even know what that book is?
Yes, lady, I do.
Oh, really? And
Unfortunately,
what
I
is
do.
it?
Do you know what it is? Hang on. I don't think you do.
On the contrary, I think I know better than you do.
I don't think that's true at all.
Would someone like me to draw a line so I can have this contest up the wall?
Yeah, the
Roll
cabin's
me an
getting pretty
insight,
full.
my dude.
I probably will not beat her, whatever her score is going to be. Fucking 10. Yeah, I have no idea.
You're not sure,
Yeah.
but she probably, judging from how confident she is, she does know what this book is.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm still not telling her what the book is. I don't think she does. Even if she is confident, I don't believe that. Oh, she knows what the book is. Like, now that Habaru's had this thought, he's like, holy shit, I'm actually a genius. I'm not self-reporting.
Look, it's not any hard feelings. At the moment, we're just on different sides.
Right. It's not anything personal. It just feels incredibly personal to be on the train that blew up.
Well, it feels incredibly personal to be in a world where, there are people actively doing things that will lead to the end of it.
It's the opposite of personal. What the fuck do you mean?
I don't know. I like living in this world.
Yes, but no, that's not how that example works, lady.
And how
What
does
the
yours
fuck?
work any better?
Bitch, whose side are you on?
I'm just pointing out some contradictions in your statement, bud.
What the fuck? No,
Habaru realizes
example
he's
does
stuck
work.
between. Habaru realizes
And
he's
this
stuck
example
between
does work
two-
though.
He
Yes.
Habaru realizes he's stuck between two women who both disagree with him, and realizes I'm in danger.
You blew up the train that I was on. I'm taking it personally. Well, you're gonna destroy the world that I'm on, and I'm taking it personally. No, that doesn't
I'm
make
not
any sense.
destroying the world, though. We've done nothing like that.
As far as we know.
But they destroyed the train to get to him and his party. If we were destroying the
just a
world,
guy
we're
who
not trying to get
exists!
to her and her party. Like, we're not doing it for them.
Are we there yet?
Fuck! That took me out of it. I was like, has the car been going this entire time?
Yeah.
Please. Okay, good. I like to imagine everyone else is having to just suffer with me.
That vein in your head's starting to poke out again.
Can I know what you said, but I want to ask again. Can I, like, history or insight to see if I like vaguely might know these guys?
You haven't actually asked who they are, and you've never met any of these people. I can tell you, you've never met any of these people specifically.
One of them gave them their name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what?
nicknames.
Fine. I will
She said,
allow.
"I'm the
Roll me a
songbird."
history.
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Now I get it.
Nice.
Just on the insight.
Um,
I know their naming convention.
you're really frustrated, and
Yes.
with Wicked turning around and going, you know, your point doesn't make any sense either. You get real quiet and sulky and kind of start to introspect a little bit, and then you kind of your brain going over, oh, stupid drow girl, you know this book, and no, I take it personally. And then you're thinking like, what kind of a name is Songbird? And then it kind of like clicks. You're like, Songbird. Hang on a second. King used to talk about a songbird. In some of the letters and messages that you'd kind of relayed recently, he was talking about, you know, some of these meetings that he was doing with Songbird and stuff. He said he couldn't say much about it, but he said he'd be happy to discuss. He'd be happy to discuss it with you when you came back from getting whatever freedom you needed out of your system. Something about talking about, he'll tell you more about the shadows when you get back. He obviously couldn't be very explicit about it because obviously coding and everything, but you start to wonder if this was the shadows he was talking about.
Okay.
As you pull into a camp, you can see that it's in the as you pull up, you can see that there are tents set up around the space. As you enter in, somebody walks across, putting a crystal back in place, and a blue glowing barrier, like the ones you've been sleeping inside, re-erect around the tent, the campsite. You can see that the campsite is set up in what appears to be some kind of ruined temple. You can see some of the faded depictions on the few walls that remain. Some of them do have real flashes of a bright gold here and there, but until you can get out and have a look, you can't really see what some of these mosaics are. As the truck pulls to a stop, they get out waiting for you. The large orc is waiting at the back of the vehicle for you, Feynman, to stand up and climb out.
I will stand up, still ignoring my fucking restraints. They're visibly wet, and then I'll get out.
As you get out, he puts a hand on the back of your shirt and takes you away to one of the tents. Give me a second, I will put you
On my own?
Yes, on your own.
These things go better when I have an adult.
Wicked, the young drow woman gets out of the vehicle and kind of like gestures for you to come with her, and she leads you off to another tent.
Wicked will comply.
Shady, you're led through to a third tent that does have what appears to be some steaming pots of food. You notice that there are a lot of food supplies and everything, but you're told to sit and wait.
Lucky
And
Fireman didn't get this one.
And Habaru, you are led through to a fourth tent.
Quick question. My sword is chained to my arm. They currently handcuffed me. How am I carrying my sword?
Dragging
it?
Oh no, I'm not gonna let my sword.
You're
But getting
handcuffed.
your
You still
teeth-
got hands. You could hold it, I
Yeah.
guess.
You can hold it.
Okay, I just don't want Anna going, oh my god, he's got a sword in hand. I'm like, what the fuck ever. Okay.
Hold it
yes,
like you're not
I-
gonna smote someone with it.
I mean, I
Yeah,
got
double.
metal arms, I guess. I guess it shouldn't matter. I'll hold it by the blade. Don't
Okay.
cut me.
You hold it
Okay.
as you are all
Just-
led into different tents to wait.
Different tense.
Yep.
Am I allowed to bring my my Mox room with me?
Your max room just follows along behind as the songbird takes you to a room, and she kind of sits you down. You notice that the tent itself, it does have a blanket, like a rug, laid out on the floor, a woven rug. There's a partition to one side. The bed, while it looks like a camping bed, it does have a lot of like plush cushions and blankets and whatnot on it. However, behind the partition, she goes behind the partition, and you hear the splashing of water, and she whistles a short tune before she comes back out holding what appears to be a big fluffy purple towel and bathrobe. Would you like a bath? You look like you've been out in the forest for like 3 weeks.
That's just how I look.
Oh, the offer's still there. She just holds it out like in a friendly manner.
She just takes the towel, makes it like 2 steps, and then just falls to her knees and just starts crying.
She comes over, kneels down next to you, kind of like doesn't want to rub your shoulder or anything. Hey, are you okay?
Oh. I am so far from okay.
Is there anything I can help with?
Leave.
Oh, I wasn't going to stay in here while you're bathing. That'd be weird. I was going to wait outside. Do you want something to eat or something? I can get you whatever you need. For the most part, by the way, if you need some reassurance, you're not exactly prisoners here. Just the powers that be want to have some conversations with the leaders of your groups and stuff.
Can I have a teapot and a hot plate?
Yeah, sure. I'll get you one. You promise you're not going to try any hijinks, because I think there's been enough kind of tit for tat going on lately between our two groups. It'd be nice not to, have to keep doing that.
My word is true. I'm gonna be cooperative.
All right. I'll go get you the hot plate and some tea. Well, teapot. You sure you don't want anything to eat or?
I'm fine.
All right. Well, the water will stay hot for like a good 40 minutes, so I'll be back in about 20 or so. Okay?
Okay.
You watch as she leaves her tent. She zips it up so that it's closed, and you're left alone in the tent.
She's gonna just sort of go through her belongings. Her mushroom powder is ruined. She's upset about that. She has
Oh, the drugs are ruined.
yeah, the mushroom powder at least. She has
Yeah.
one other. She has one other option. Let's see. What else does she have? Yeah, she can't try anything because she said that she wouldn't. So, but she just she's gonna sit there, sort of quiet, sobbing to herself at just this massive mess this has turned into.
Okay. Meanwhile, across the encampment, Shady, you're sitting in what appears to be a cooking tent. As you sit there,
Oh, he's not
The-
sitting. He's rifling through everything, grabbing cookies and snacks and stuff and shoving them into his bag.
The
as you
hell
do,
wasn't I in that tent?
Exactly.
as you do so, you hear the tent flap open behind you, and a gruff kind of,
Hey, down there.
I wasn't aware that the dead needed to eat. But who am I to say? A hungry mouth is a hungry mouth to feed.
Sometimes I just like the taste.
Oh, all right. I can understand that. So you're just another hungry child. All right. Well, welcome to the encampment. I'm the old man. You are?
James Mathers.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Mathers. Oh, so,
Are you the head honcho around here?
oh, no, I've just been around since the beginning, but mostly I just make sure all of these youngsters keep in line, don't let tempers get too riled and the like. Make sure that they're all fed and looked after. More at this point, I'm more just like, the cook, the bartender, shoulder to cry on. You know what it's like when you get to a certain age.
You're the father figure. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much. I assume you're the same for that lot.
I seriously doubt it.
Oh, you look like you've been through it.
Oh, there is that. But yeah, I've only just joined this group and yeah.
Oh, fair
Let's just
enough.
say I'm just still settling in.
Well, it's a way to go. It's a right awful mess, all of this going on.
So when do we get to meet your boss, so to speak?
Oh, depends which one. There are lots of head honchos, unfortunately, in the resistance.
That could
Well,
be
I
part of your
don't-
problem.
Yeah,
Too many cooks.
Maybe. I know exactly what you mean, but it also means that cooler heads can prevail and some justification about the best course of things. It does occasionally mean that some people get a bit overzealous. But from what I hear, you and your compatriots gave the Wraith and his little friend a run for their money.
Right? We were just following orders.
Yeah. Have you considered that maybe they were doing the same?
Well, sad part is they were differing from ours, so what can we do?
Well, the question is, do you know what you're fighting for? It's all well and good for the upper beings up there to decide who's going to fight whom and why the fighting going on, but down here, us little guys, do you even know why we're fighting?
I don't care why we're fighting. I'm here to find certain individuals. And now I'm here to find my wife as well.
Oh, is she in some kind of trouble?
He'll pull out the hand. Yeah, I think so. And he'll put it
That
back.
look- Interesting. And what's the Imperium promised you to help you find your wife?
Oh, nothing. I'm just using their resources to find her.
And how's that going for you?
Too goddamn slow.
Well, that's part of the problem, ain't it? Why haven't you actually been forthcoming with them and I just asked?
Well, like you're hinting at, you don't know who to trust. They may even be in on it. That's what I need to find out.
Well, that does sound like a bit of a pickle. Pickle? He offers you a rather large dill pickle out of the jar.
Nah, I'm fine. And he'll just rattle a little tin of cookies he picked up.
He looks over your supplies that are out drying. Oh, what? I don't know how filling those cookies will be, but this might help. And you watch as he walks over to a shelf and he moves a couple of things and he pulls out a small wooden box, probably the size of an A3 book. Sorry, an A5 book. Sorry, wrong way. An A5 book. And he opens it up and he holds it out to you. And you see that there are 3 cigars laying in there.
Shady's eyes open wide.
Would you like one?
Don't mind if I do. He'll take one.
The old man passes over a cigar trimmer so you can snip the end as he goes back to slicing up some carrots.
He'll light it up.
You know, people like us, it's always the same. War after war after war, violence. Some of us just want to live a happy life and, you know, feel happy at the end of it. Feel like we've done all right.
Yeah. But sometimes you gotta wonder if you should let the sleeping dogs lie.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? There's always those who don't want to do that for whatever reason. We've realised in coming to Nethrag that the rot's deeper than we thought. They're not the powers that we kind of listen to.
Yeah.
It's worse than they thought. We just haven't managed to get back yet to let them know. The Imperium
So what-
stepped up in immigration, judging who's coming in and out. It's almost like they don't want anyone to leave once we're in here.
Sounds about right. They don't want to lose their grip, so to speak.
Makes you wonder why, doesn't it?
As they say, power corrupts.
Yeah, but if you ask those that, well, if you look at the Imperium, they state that they're the angels, they're the good ones, the good guys. The demons are the ones that are wrecking it again.
That's what the people in power always say.
What if they're both wrong?
Usually are. And it's
Me,
the little people in the between that get caught and suffer.
I'm not on either side, to be honest. I mean, I'm with the collective, but I'm here just to make sure that, you know, us guys, the little guys, make it out mostly intact. Seen a lot of good men and women be led astray.
Sorry to say, but that's what usually happens.
True. Well, you're welcome to stay as long as you like in here. I mean, I think you're supposed to be staying in here with me, but I'm not going to make you sit here and chop cabbage or anything. You just
Yeah,
feel free
thanks for
to
that.
enjoy the cigar, sit back amongst potatoes, relax a bit until the lady comes and talks to you.
No worries. Thanks very much for the cigar.
No problems. He keeps. You guys fall into an amiable silence as he kind of keeps half an eye on you, but just kind of lets you do your thing. You just work quietly and you just hear the sound of the bubbling of whatever he's cooking and whatnot with the waft of your cigar just milling around you.
Shady will just sit there, taking in the surroundings and listening.
Meanwhile, in another tent, You've been placed in a tent, Richard Feynman.
Oh, what's in here?
The big orc man is standing there in the doorway, just
He has
watching
not
you.
left me alone.
Oh God, no.
What's in here?
From what you can tell, there is a chair,
Mhm.
a table, a
Mhm.
bed.
Oh.
Apparently, a bed for a very large individual.
Is it about Orcman sized?
It is about Orcman size, yes.
Oh, I think there's some dirty things to that bed. What? Is there paper and a pen?
No, you notice that it is completely devoid of anything that could be broken or used as an implement of any kind.
This is bullshit. Luckily,
You do
I
notice that
came
there's
prepared.
like
Do I
a
still have my pack?
it is by the door next to his feet. He is standing there with his arms crossed in front of the
Looking
door,
directly at me, I presume.
looking directly at you, staring at you, glowering at you, like almost daring you to just.
I'm
You kind
just
of
gonna.
you see a glint in his eye, like he's just daring you to just try it, punk.
I'm gonna walk over and be like, I just need to get one thing out of my bag.
He goes, "Really? What?"
It's a piece of paper.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, it's a piece that you can get it out. It's just at the very top.
All right. Step back.
I'll go sit on the bed.
He goes in. He pulls out a piece of paper on the top, apparently.
Yep. I prepared it earlier.
Okay.
You can go ahead and open that.
He opens it gingerly.
It's just a list, and it says my demands. And it's as follows: cheeseburgers, one dog of any kind, dog food, frisbee, cheeseburgers, a phone call, and 15 minutes of extra yard time.
You watch as he stares at it,
Oh, crap.
brow furrowed. You can see his eyes moving, but it's very slowly. You see his lips moving like he's sounding out the words.
Dude, I've never empathized with one. Oh, crap, I just deleted my own token. I've never empathized with one man so thoroughly. 1 second, I'm back.
Oh, good.
I accidentally
Richard
drew on
Feynman
the map
disappeared.
instead of scrolling. I highlighted my drawing to delete it and then just deleted my own token. Perfect. Okay. Anyway, those are my demands. You have 1 hour.
He looks a little bit confused as you hear the sound of footsteps outside the door, and he kind of looks over his shoulder, and you watch as a tall, white adorned figure enters in. Looks kind of like this gentleman.
Must be that lad with my cheeseburger.
Does it look like this person? Did he come up? He should.
I have not been given a handout yet.
Okay. Oh, that would be why. Looks like this gentleman. There you go.
Oh, you could have just told me it was the Wraith. I'm familiar with the Wraith.
You watch as he enters in. The chair thrower stands to one side, looks at you, Wraith.
I'll pat him on the back and take the paper off him. And
It's apparently his demand, sir.
I got this one.
Apparently he wants a dog.
I can go again if you want.
He
Don't
wants
worry.
a dog.
We
I don't know where we're going to get an orange from, though.
From the food tent. You go over there and find an orange.
All right. Well, are you sure, Mr. Wraith, sir? He's a wily one.
I'm sure.
I think he's part rabbit. He was trying to eat through the restraints.
You'll look over and see me continuing to chew on the restraints.
I will sigh, seeming frustrated.
With me or him?
With your group, basically.
I'll let the preacher know in case he needs to prepare the rabies shots. And he ducks out to go get some
Wow.
food.
I'd suggest stop chewing on those because he will get the preacher to give you a rabies shot.
I don't like being shot very much.
Lucky I haven't shot you.
True that.
Mind you, I did watch you save some people from the train.
They were terribly hurt. What else was I meant to do?
No, I applaud you for that. That's why I wanted to chat with you. That and to take a moment and recenter myself because there's some individuals that I just want to walk in and put a gun to their head and pull the trigger.
Are you sure you want to talk with me? Nobody particularly likes talking with me.
Harboro's sitting somewhere going, I feel a disturbance in the force.
Feynman just said something 100% correct.
Well, yes, I do wish to talk to you for a few reasons. One, you helping those just on your own merit, not being told to. No one forced you.
It's a
You don't seem-
ranger's responsibility.
Oh, Ranger. You're certainly not aggressive like other members of your group.
I don't know. You should see what happens when people get between me and my dinner.
Very well, I'll make sure that dinner is brought over you here and no one gets between you and your dinner. I just wish to have a chat.
Liking this guy more and more. I sense we're going to get along swimmingly.
Not
Well,
gonna lie, guys. He's starting to make a lot of sense.
A lot of these things start to make a lot of sense, yeah. Fuck that train.
You're still sitting on the bed?
Yeah, no, absolutely. But as you've mentioned dinner, I'm more like, I've crossed my legs and like, very happy. Slight wag to the tail.
Oh, well, I believe it's stew tonight.
Oh, excellent.
I'll stick my head out the front of the tent. Rook,
Yeah.
can we organize a bowl of stew here for our guest? Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure. Bread and butter too?
Yes, yes.
Yes, please.
All right.
Oh.
He wanders off, his hands in his pockets.
I'll come over and sit in the chair that's there.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be like a father-son sitting on the bed talk.
Well, let's skip some of the pleasantries and literally. You can imagine it's about the book.
My field guide.
If that's what you call it.
I'll whip it out.
Excuse
No.
me.
Yeah. The field guide, that is.
Doesn't it look a lot different now?
It's got
No.
a dust cover on it.
Oh, it's just got it's a paper dust cover over it.
Yeah. It's very obviously still the same book, but like I've just
underneath the cover still looks like it's been sewn together by the flesh of creatures and everything
It's
like
like-
that. It's just
it's
got a
it's
dust
a dust
cover over
cover and it's bumpy on the underside.
yeah.
Like
It's got a faint smell of like rancid mushrooms to it.
You are aware of what that is.
yes, it's my field guide. It tells me how to take care of issues or gives me more information on
Really? So if you turn to, say, the third page, it tells you to take care of what issue?
Okay. God, I'm gonna need to know which one the third page is. Can I just go through the channel? Is
The
it
third page
Is it
is-
physically the third one there?
Yes, physically.
Okay.
Xenobelly, the thing that should not be.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll give him a little excerpt of what it tells me about Zettabelli, the thing that should not be.
Okay, so wait a minute. Something odd about you.
Oh, I get that a lot.
No, familiar.
I don't get that so much.
Oddly, Feynman, roll me a history.
History.
I won't make it
My-
with advantage or disadvantage because
My weakest attribute.
no,
Oh,
this guy kind of seems familiar too.
something
Like-
about the way he smells.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
if that's what you want it to be,
That's
sure.
what it's gonna be.
Something about him, his attire, his weaponry, maybe in the scope of your mind, maybe you served at a ranger post somewhere together?
Oh, so I pick up that it's familiar.
Yeah, you get the impression that you have served with him side by side.
I'll just probably share a confused look that I presume the Wraith is giving me, because he's trying. I assume at the moment we're both trying to place each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to work it out. Like, yeah.
Yes. We just share a very similar look with each other, like when you think you know someone, but like there's that squinty look. You're like,
But you also don't want to say a name because you're like, if I get it wrong, then
if
it's
I get it
really
wrong,
embarrassing.
I'm an idiot. Yeah.
Can you do this? And I'll stand up. I'm gonna go angelic and pop my wings out.
Are you simply asking me to put your wings out?
Like
Put my wings out?
I pop mine out in full glow, halo, religious iconography. A warmth comes from me. Yada yada yada.
He glows
I mean-
kind of like you, Feynman.
I'll do it. Like, I'll put my wings out, but obviously with the handcuffs, I don't fucking glow. And
Yeah,
I'll be
you
like,
don't glow.
normally I'm a bit more glowy, but and I'll look at the handcuffs and be like, I stopped that since I got these on.
Is that your Feynman? Your real name?
That's what they call me.
I like to think Andrew's sitting back going, yes, yes, do this at the same time, going, no, no, this is terrible.
Yeah, no, I'm very mixed feelings about this, unfortunately. I wish I could be one or the other.
This is. This is going to bug me. All right. Well, I'll go back to normal. I have to think on that. But that isn't a ranger's book.
Well, it tells me all my rangerly things. How to defeat the forces of evil, etc.
It's not exactly a guide to defeating the forces of evil either.
Well, it tells me how to. I guess I'll go to the very next page, which is the Rite of Banishment, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll be like, well, it tells me here how to get rid of Zambelli.
Yes, because that then fires up the next step.
What are we going to go through? What's that? The Dark Pact. Maybe.
It is.
Okay, I'm looking at my not in order one and just the handouts I have. Well, if it's not for that, what is it for? Because it seems pretty good at telling me how to get rid of things.
It's for the end.
The end of evil?
Of everything.
That doesn't sound fantastic.
Well, generally it's something that most of us are trying to avoid.
I would concur.
Except for your masters that you work for.
Masters and work for are not things I would consider the same. I mean, like, it's a paycheck, but, like, I don't know. I don't really, vibe with the whole thing.
Well, I question that. Do you do it for the paycheck?
Well, no, I don't really need the money. But I like to help people in the cities.
How much help have you been?
Well, as a ranger, I'm very helpful. But, like, out of character, like, if we delve into the helpful that Richard Feynman's been, not super great, really. Pretty hindering overall. Like, I got a good KD.
I have a bit of a problem, and maybe we can work something out together, I'm hoping.
I'd have to know the details, obviously, but
basically that book is bad. And there's a lot of people who want it. There's the people you work for. And there's the people that I am going in the same direction.
people
To
you
be
work
honest,
with.
I want the book for myself. For different reasons. Both sides want the book for their reasons. I think the book should be taken away from everyone. Never opened, but unfortunately it has been. It's been read. And now we need to find a way of stopping it.
Does the book tell you how to stop it? Like things that already happened? Or does it... Like, do we need it to fix what's happened?
I have never read the book. I know of it. I know of what it does. I don't know if there is an answer in the book. But I certainly don't want the two factions which want the book to wield it as a weapon and power for either of them to have it.
Okay, just one clarification. Are you intending to do anything evil with the book?
If I had my way, I'd destroy it, but I can't destroy it. I know it can't be destroyed. I know that if we do something to it, it'd just come back again.
Like, if you bury it, it'll just... like, come back.
Yes, it finds a way. It always finds a way.
Alright. Between this and the stew, I gotta say, this is going way better than I thought it would.
Well, wait till you try the stew. Seriously, the old man's a really good cook.
All right. So I lack a lot of that. Not because it's gonna hurt people otherwise, right?
Yes. And in the hands of all the others, it would be a weapon. There is someone I know. Maybe you've heard of the Golden Weavers?
Oh God. No, I don't think I have.
We'll leave it at that for the time being, then. Do I really trust anyone with the book? No. I know they would probably be able to give us the answers. Would I leave it with them unwatched? No. I don't know. I mean, they should be trustworthy, but this book has its ways. So, as I said, I'm telling you what I want to do, what I need to do.
And to recap, that is agenda the first, stop things from going bad in terms of the world.
Yes.
Agenda the second, get rid of the book because it's evil.
Yes.
I'm pretty on board with a lot of this, to be honest. Now,
No.
as I
No.
know you know,
Mm-hmm.
I think we can easily convince 2 other people about that. There is one problem, which is the
Let
last
me
one.
add to that the 2 problems: your employer and my shaky alliance with the
Well, the
rebellion.
way I see it, we got a priority order, right? Where it's like, well, stop the end of the world first, and then dealing with the employer and the other things seem to come a little later.
Yes, it's just going to make things more complicated.
But I'm pretty sold. I think we could sell Shady and Wicked on that. And once we have those 2, perhaps it would be easier to get the metal one.
So which one's which?
Wicked's the lady.
Oh.
Shady's the one who smells like cigarettes.
Oh, the dead one.
And then the metal one's the one with metal hands.
All right. Well, I suppose I have. So you're on board. All right. I'm going to really sort of give Kevin what did I say that for? So Feynman a good looking over. And may I try an insight?
You may.
Just because um that I don't have any special abilities for that. Do I? Do angels have anything for that? No, I don't. Okay. Oh yeah, he's completely honest.
Look, I'm not even going to contest because, like, legitimately, he is honest. I'm not even trying to like confuse you.
As you're considering this, there's a slight tap on the canvas, and you smell the rich scent of rabbit stew and freshly baked bread
Oh hell
off through
yes!
the door.
Come on in, Rook. As I hop up and I'll undo Feynman's restraints.
Oh, he's literally glowing in anticipation.
As soon as you take them off, he does start to glow, but it's not like just a gentle, subtle glow. It's got it's reasonably bright. It's kind of
Oh damn it!
it's reasonably bright, like not like you're staring into the sun, but it's more like a uh, well lit night light. So like one of the old orange headlights.
What was causing this again? Habaru's bloody like humming? That
The
was like
humming,
accelerating it?
the humming started it, but the condition of the unfortunately, just because you had anti magic on you, the effects hit after.
It just like
It was
it's
delayed.
more. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Right. I have to come up with a new goddamn persona.
As I get closer to Fireman's aura, do I get any more of a feeling on that?
Fill me up, Chief.
You are. I gotta give you a second. I think it's. Is it this one? I think it's this book. Give me a second. Sorry, as I pull out one of my. 12. What is your traits? Do you remember what subtype you went?
Me?
Yeah.
Let me character sheet. I got Warden written here.
Dark Warden, yeah.
But it's all light.
It doesn't matter. He's just Dark Warden. I would say yes, you can tell. You would be able to feel his life aura coming off of him. Considering that's his major domain, is light and life.
After taking the cuffs off, then I'd step back and just like in a bit of shock. Divine?
Oh boy.
I'll tell him. I'll be like, no, I'm a radiant dragon.
Divine? No. Radiant.
Divine.
Got him.
Thank you.
Even more across the camp. Across the camp, Habaru is like, oh no, I feel something bad is afoot.
A disturbance. In fact, would I be feeling this with my connection to him?
You're not 100% sure. You've got cuffs on you as well, don't you?
I did say I took them. I never said I put them on, but yeah, I would
Okay.
have put them on. So, yeah, I probably do have the cuffs on.
Okay. No, you're in your own tent. No, you are unaware of this. But we will come back to you two in a moment. However, we will take a quick break. And we will be back in 5 minutes. See you then.
Bye-bye.
Welcome back, everybody. So the group is in the Shadowmoon Wolves encampment, and we are on the verge of a new Richard Feynman transformation in which Habaru feels a disturbance in the force. However, coming back to that, Habaru, you are in a tent, just like everybody else. You have been left alone. You can see the shadowy figure of the winged elf standing outside. In this room is a simple bed. It is very neatly made. There is a table, a chair. You do notice that there are an array of thick books, and set off to one side, you do notice a little shrine set out with a beautiful depiction of a moon dragon wrought out of pure silver sitting at the top of the altar. There is some incense in front of it that smells faintly of morning glories and jasmine. It looks very familiar to you. You've seen these depictions of
All over my home city.
yeah, all over your home city, even in your own home. You've seen the depictions of Shadowmoon. It's very clear that this is a cleric's tent. You hear the sound of a voice as a second shadowy figure. You see the silhouette of a second person stop next to the winged elf. And you hear a slightly husky voice that kind of gets a bit of a kind of a back and forth between them. You just hear faintly, all right, all right, all right. I got it. I got it. I got it. Is he dangerous? No? Okay. Okay. And the flap opens and you see this woman enter.
Aren't I the most dangerous guy you know?
Oh my God. Habaru, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? You're fucking idiots shot me off the road.
Well, not exactly my idiot, but, we're doing a job. What are you doing here?
I was doing a job.
You told King that you were staying out of trouble. This is hardly staying out of trouble.
I thought I was staying out of trouble, and then someone blew up the train I was on.
Yeah, and so the first thing you do when you get into Nethereg is sign up with the Imperium?
Listen, all right. I'm honestly not too sure how that happened. All I knew is they could get me some resources that I've been looking for, and it'd be some opportunity. I was told it'd be a short little stint, do a few months with them. If I want to re-up, I can re-up. And I thought, okay.
Habaru, all right.
Yeah.
Do you need money or something?
Yes, Viper, I work for a living. But it's not just about the money.
Okay, so obviously you like, dressing in white and, going around pretending to be a hero.
Listen, I'm so pissed off about the whole
What
hero
does your
thing. I
trading
hate
card
it.
look like?
I sent it to King. Go ask your brother.
They
so
made
he
you
can
into
laugh
a
at me.
goddamn trading card.
Oh my god, they made me into a trading card. I think there's action figures coming out. God, Viper, I hate it here.
You know how you wouldn't have gotten into that situation?
How, Viper?
Not join the Imperium.
At the time, they didn't tell me I would be a licensed
I
hero.
I can understand that. But you were approached by Cash. You were approached by various people to come and, join the resistance. But in your typical stubborn ass way, you completely ignored it all.
Yeah, Viper. I was approached by people I don't know. Ooh, join this I don't know nothing about this resistance, Viper. Why would I join a bunch of people I don't know? You're telling me not to join the Imperium because I don't know them, and then you're telling me to turn around and join the people fighting the Imperium when I don't know them.
Okay, so why did you join the Imperium in the first place then?
Because they have a lot of resources, and they're, as much as you may dislike it, apparently, the quote unquote law of the land. And so it's better to cozy up to them than to someone who's not in charge of everything. Again, I was going to be here for a few months and then probably bounce the fuck out once I got enough of a war chest built so I can go hunting for stuff.
Okay, and what have you learned about the Imperium in your short time of working with them? How
That they're-
honest are they? How
That-
heroic are they?
Like any government, I'm sure we can lay this same thing about Enthalmir or the Fey courts. It's full of dickheads who don't tell the public the truth. Wow, when has that ever stopped the queens? When has that ever stopped the Fey courts? You gonna go burn those down? No, Viper, I don't care about that. I was originally here for money. Now I'm not.
Well, that's because you ended up in my encampment. Welcome to the home of the Shadowmoon Wolves,
No, it's...
by the way.
Thanks for
So-
having me. You're such great hospitality. No, Viper,
I mean, had I known it was you, the only advice that I got was we had to get the gold dude because he's apparently the only good one of the lot of you, according to Wraith, and the rest are stab happy villains. Just more Imperium dumbass lackeys that shoot first, ask questions later.
Okay, if you're going to take that advice from a guy who blew up a train full of people, Viper, then you have bad judgment. He didn't
Do
get
you-
one, so he blew up a train. I understand. I had this discussion with Songbird. It's a train full of dead people. I get it.
Okay,
is that
you can get
innocent?
off your goddamn high horse. He actually didn't start by blowing up the train. He said he tried to approach you first, and you stabbed him, killed his friend, and then they had to up the ante.
Viper. Again, I was here for a job, and I'm not just going to hand over the cargo to some random person.
Okay, but did
You
you
never-
ask
oh.
first?
Viper, I work for my money. I understand that I don't just ask questions of my employer. And that's true for any employer I've ever had. Now,
Okay, I get where you're coming from about not asking questions, but considering they
And I
told
doubt
you
they
how
would-
many groups had died protecting this thing,
yeah. I was trying to... Okay, exactly. 4 groups before me had died to this guy.
do
Why
you
would
even
I
know
not
what this
assume...
thing is, Habaru?
Yes, I unfortunately do, and I hate it.
Yeah,
It's
I know better than anyone about what that book is.
better
You should
than
have.
anyone.
Yeah, but you should have actually sat down and started asking questions the minute you realized what it was. You've heard stories about this book from my family.
Yeah. Viper, I don't need a lecture on that. I know what the book is. We found out after the Wraith tried to kill us, and we're, supposed to jump off a train? No, Viper, yes, I've been considering not giving it to the Imperium. But then what do I do with the book? What resources do I have?
Well,
Am I supposed to go to this resistant group
I
that
mean,
blew
it's
me up?
fine. It's fine. We can make it disappear as long as nobody's opened it or read it. Please tell me nobody's read the book.
So I didn't read it. At
Oh my
first.
God.
We're, I
Well,
think
now we've only got one option.
Hang on. I think the Imperium's already read the book. There's already things popping up. I mean, there's the Hell Tree in the forest we just came from. There's the blob guy. If I had the book in front of me, I could tell you what it is. I can read the book, but
What you're
end-
saying is that events have already been set in motion.
Yeah, and we were originally going back to the to Twilight Water. I think that was the name of the city, right?
Moonblight.
Moonblight. To deal with
Unsurprising.
it. And
Unsurprising because considering the merge happened, obviously those places would be synonymous with the same starting places as it happened last time.
Yeah, but Viper, I have another problem on my hands. One that's not just the book.
Is it
Part
the
of the
fact
reason-
that you're chained to a blade, or the fact that you now got metal arms, or
Well,
you've got a whole new sun motive going?
you can thank the Wraith for the metal arms. The chain to the blade, that was me.
What did he do to you? Why do you have? Oh my god! I'm
Viper,
gonna kick his
he
ass. What did
blew
he do
up-
to you?
He blew up the train I was on. You think I can
Oh.
just stand next to all that magic being released and not be changed?
Oh, if that's all, then that's fine.
Oh,
I'm surprised
fuck
that
off.
something didn't happen before that, to be honest.
Well, I mean, there's the fact he shot me in the head. I still have my grizzled good looks, and I recovered pretty easily, but just I don't appreciate being shot like that. But that's
I mean,
whatever.
it's not the first time you've been badly injured before.
No, it's not. But
My uncle took care of it last time. You didn't, you only died for like a minute.
Yeah, and it was a terrible minute.
Yeah, but you didn't stay dead, so it's fine.
I'm gonna remember that next time. No,
I mean,
And-
it's hard
and
to
I
take it very
will-
seriously considering who my family is.
yeah. Speaking of family, I'm gonna fish out the scale I was given from Richard Feynman.
What is that?
What do you think it is?
I have
It's
a
my-
theory, but I'm not
it's my-
happy about it.
Yeah, it's my other problem.
You're collecting body parts again?
No, what the fuck? No.
Look, I told you, roadkill is no way to eat. If you're hungry,
No, I'm using to make a sword. No, it came from the fucking golden idiot I got with me, who's
oh my
Not
god,
as-
did you pluck off his toenails?
Viper. There's this crazy thing of let me finish my fucking sentence. You might be able to learn something.
All right. Just tell me.
He's a horror.
He can't be.
Why not?
Because according to all the legends of my grandpa and my auntie and everything like that, he is locked up inside his temple and he is serving his punishment.
He is serving his punishment. He's trapped in, I guess, if depending on who you ask, the temple of his own body. He doesn't remember anything. No, yes,
He was
yes,
put
yes.
to sleep.
Yes. Key word, put to sleep. The change. What, you think he was going to say like that when the change happened? No, he's walking around. Dickhead's over there.
Oh, biscuit.
So I'm not only am I the keeper of the book, I'm also his keeper. But he's doing, at least Feynman's doing all right. Feynman, listen, he irritates the shit out of me. Is pretty all right. Feynman's not a bad person. Just, he's going to turn my hair gray.
I'm touched.
Is he a problem?
Ahura? I mean, he's a dickhead, but he is bound by his curse. I've spoken to him a few times. He's the one who did this to my armor.
So he blessed you with his mark to get stronger.
Against my fucking will, yeah.
So he is a bad person. Do I need to go talk to my auntie?
No,
She'll come and sort this right out.
No.
You don't mess with family, Habaru.
Yeah, I know. No, don't get auntie.
I can
involved.
tell
Here,
her
no,
a bad
no,
man
no,
has touched you
no,
inappropriately, and she will come in and take care of it all.
No. Realistically, would she make it any better, the situation, or would it just lead to another mess?
I mean, 50-50. Auntie Eris
Exactly,
does
I
have
don't-
kind of a
I don't
rogue
like
touch.
50-50. Yeah, I don't like 50-50 odds. So no.
Look, you know what? She could sort this problem out and he could be transformed into something really, really lovely, like you could carry around a koala or something.
Selenay
and-
doesn't want that.
I mean, Selenay didn't want him awake and walking around and causing problems.
No, but she's fine with his punishment. He's still locked away.
You've talked to
And-
Grandmama?
A little bit.
What do you mean little bit? How do you talk to her a little bit?
So every time Richard fucking Feynman Well, first off, he warps reality. It's the curse warping reality around him. So, for instance, if he were to, I don't know, pass out right now, he might think he's one of you guys, and you would believe that because he's warped the reality around
Oh
him.
no. Oh no. Habaru, you are going to turn around and take your problems right out of here. I don't want your problems to be my problems.
Well, if I wasn't held at gunpoint and forced to come here, it wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I didn't know it was you. Why didn't you say something?
What? How was I supposed to know it was you? No.
I don't know.
Okay, fine. What do we do about the book? Because we got
Well,
problems sprouting up that we need to take care of. We can't just ignore them.
I mean, I would have to ask. I mean,
Ask who?
I'd have to ask Diana. She's got knowledge of this. She,
Diana.
older sister.
Diana.
Older sister.
Okay. I just don't ask her when I'm around, okay?
I mean, it might
she's
take
still
her a
not-
while to get back to me. You know, she's doing high witch things, but
Yeah.
I can ask. But I've got a feeling, at least from the stories, that look, the stories all say from when our uncle went through it, you kind of got to see it through to the end, and then there'll be an opportunity to, I don't know, make a wish or change something.
What? The book?
Didn't you pay attention to any of our history lessons? We even brought you in with our tutors so that we didn't have to just take it in.
Listen, all right. Wisteria had me focusing on other lessons, all right?
Pick up a history book once in a while. No. So the book itself is not just a book. The book itself is alive. It's full of the consciousness of the Eldritch Titans. Every page is suffused with their energy from, the war where they tried to overthrow Grandmama and Grandpapa.
Boy, do I hate that.
Yeah, well, the problem is, when all of those dickheads did that thing and, Uncle Karada got rid of it, it resulted in the merge. Whatever they did messed everything up, and now we're in this situation. So it means that half of the gods aren't even reachable. And the ones that are, well, Auntie Eris was never the most stable, but lately she'd been kind of on edge. And, well, the others are kind of either unconscious or missing, or no one's seen the steward for, decades. But every now and then we hear stories of cheesecake factories being destroyed.
Oh, man, I know I'm a glory hound, but this is not exactly what I had for an idea of making my legend.
We tried to tell you. I can understand wanting to make your own way.
Yeah.
I can understand wanting to do that. Why do you think I ran away for a while and I ended up here? People who come in contact with our family, Habaru, have a way of not staying normal for long.
Yeah, well, whether it was with the family or not, I was, fortunately or unfortunately, I was bound to run into Richard Feynman sooner or later. I would have ended up here anyways.
You act like it was a foregone conclusion, like he was looking for you.
Maybe not, but it is what it is. So, what are our next steps? What do we do now?
Well, do you want to be part of this or not? I mean, you don't have to be part of us, but are you going to stay with the Imperium or not?
I mean, I don't know. Can they give me the resources to fix this shit?
They're not good people, Habaru.
I think good is subjective for any person to person. Yes, I realize they're not good people.
Habaru, you do realize that they're the angels that were sent here during the merge, right? You know what that means, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, what does it mean, smarty pants?
It means they're a bunch of fucking dickheads. Guess what? I got the biggest dickhead of them all walking around with me, and I'm still cool with him.
Yeah, but Richard Feynman,
Richard fucking Feynman.
was he here from the merge, or did he emigrate here after he woke up?
That's actually something that we might want to consider, with me in particular, and along with all the others. Why did the
So,
Imperium reach? Well, no, hang on. Let me finish. Why did the Imperium reach out to us? Why did they reach out to me, to Wicked, to Shady, and to Richard fucking Feynman?
all of the people they have as their heroes, there's something they want from them. They've
Yeah.
got years and years of records of from times before the merge of, you know, things like prophecies or connections or, have they shown any sign that they, you know, why they want you or why they want to keep you on side?
Oh, Viper, Miss Glasscrown. I could think of a fucking reason. You said it yourself. Connected to you. I doubt it's from me alone.
Okay, but it's not exactly like you're going to give him an avenue to our family.
And that's what I've been thinking, and yet I've run into people who keep on telling me it's because of you people and your family.
Don't
And
say it
whatever
like
connect-
that, like you people. What do you mean by that?
Oh, you fucking know what I mean. And I don't mean nothing by it.
We can't help who our granddaddy was.
I know. I'm not
We live
saying
under
it.
that too.
I know. I don't mean nothing by it. But we're in a predicament, all right? And if just consider this from my point of view. I go against the Imperium. That's over what? 80% of the landmass that I now have to walk on my tippy toes around. Every major
Okay.
city center. So
But
many
what do you
resources we get
stand
locked
for?
out.
What do you
Yeah,
stand for, though, Habaru?
don't pull morals on me. That's not what the focus here is. My
Oh,
focus
heaven forbid
is
I make you think about everybody else and not just yourself.
the book and Richard Feynman. Those are the two things that I'm focusing on right now. And morals don't exactly tie into those. Unless the moral is keeping Feynman from terrorizing the rest of reality.
Okay, so you said he warps reality, right?
Yeah,
Why would someone like the Imperium?
because I'm sure they want to get him under their thumb. I'm not stupid, Viper.
So why are you not leading him away from there as fast as you can?
Viper, what other options do I have? Up until today, before I met you, everyone in this camp was a bunch of dickheads who had just kidnapped me and blew up the train I was on. I'm really salty about that. Why would I trust them? Before I met you. Before the
You know
Wraith
what?
shot me. Before the Wraith shot me and he was on the train demanding I give him the box. Why would I give him the box? I don't know him. I don't know what my options are, Viper. I only know the Imperium. And even then, I know they're a bunch of dickheads. But what are my options besides them? I don't know anyone here. I don't have any connections to anyone here. I don't have any other options that I'm aware of.
So all of a sudden you need my family's power and reach and resources.
Jesus Christ, Viper.
Well, you keep saying, what can I do? What can I do? I'm one person. My grandpapa was just a normal guy. And yet he saved the
God, here
world
we
how
go
many
again.
times over?
Oh, 3 times. Yeah, I've heard this story before, Viper. I know.
You're not no one, Habaru.
Okay.
And evil only wins when good men do nothing.
Okay, thank you for the lecture. What are we doing going forward?
Why do you want me to decide for you? You need to decide what you're
Viper,
doing for yourself
you
first.
just lectured me on I need to do something.
So
And
tell
I
me
just
what
told
you
you
want.
I don't. Viper, I don't have any resources. All right, all I have is a fucking book and a somewhat semi-clear instructions on how to get things done.
No,
But
I'm done. You need some time to think, or I'm going to stab you in the leg. and I don't
Okay.
like where that leads. So I'm going to
Okay.
go get you some dinner. And you know what? Maybe the Wraith will make you his problem instead. And she storms out. Outside of the tent, Wraith. Sorry, actually, no, outside of the tent. In the cooking tent, Shady, you watch as the rook comes in, grabs a plate of food, heads out. You watch as the songbird comes in. She grabs a teapot and some food, and like a hot plate, and she kind of puts it all on a tray, and she stops. Oh, your friend? She seems a bit on edge. I'm pretty sure the boss won't mind if I take you to her.
Probably best.
She didn't seem to be doing too well. She all right?
She's not big on being confined, so to speak.
Well,
But she doesn't want to talk about it, so.
I can understand that. Well, I can take you to her. Hopefully she's had a bath or something. I heated up some water for her, and she wanted a teapot and a hot plate, so...
Thanks for that.
I think the Wraith is talking to your other friend, the gold one.
Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch as the tent flies open and this dark-skinned tiefling with star patterns comes in, huffing, muttering under her breath about goddamn stupid man thinking they know everything and need me to fix their problems. She throws some food onto a plate. She looks at you, Shady. What are you looking at?
You've been talking to Harbaru.
Fucking asshole. She leaves with a plate of food.
Yeah, you better take me to Wicked.
I like the fact that Shady's like, I'll take the most volatile one, thank you. She leads you across the thing in your tent. Wicked, you hear a little tap on the canvas. That's just me. I'm back with your teapot and your hot plate, and I brought one of your friends, if that's okay.
Wicked, you okay?
Katie?
Yep. You doing all right? Can I come in?
You guys can come in.
I'll head in.
The songbird goes in after you. She holds out the tray with the hot plate and the teapot and some food on it. Here's the things you asked for.
Thank you.
You know what? I'll be outside if you need anything. Just let me know, okay?
Okay. You can stay if you want to.
Yeah. I think it might be better if I stay with you. Keep an eye on you.
Oh, that's all right. Okay. And
Thanks for that.
She opens the door and just takes a seat outside. Just starts whistling a kind of calming tune. Leaving the two of you alone.
Are you okay? You feeling confined?
Not as much right now. It's just... I just wanted to help people. I've been through hell. My own little personal hell most of my life. And I get a few good years just trotting along, doing my thing. I get the chance of a lifetime. Help people on a much bigger scale. Part of something. Feel like I matter. And it's
You don't have
just
to belong to something to matter.
I don't know any other way how to. Then it's just one big mess after another. Everything's just gone downhill so fast.
Don't worry, you've got a good heart. It'll get you through.
I don't know if I believe that as much anymore. I'm feeling things, awful things. I invited that girl back just now because I was about to poison her.
Okay.
She, you watch to see like, uh, has in her fist what looks like a tea bag. It wouldn't have killed her. It just left her helpless for a bit. I wanted to see it. I also didn't. I don't know what I would have done.
But think about it. You didn't want to harm her.
I don't
So,
want to be like her. Everything's just going so wrong.
you know what they say, it's always darkest before the light of day. I know it's cliche and everything, but you gotta believe in something.
Been so dark for so long.
Or maybe our little group can lead you back into the light.
I'd like that.
You just gotta remember. You help people for the good, not for the glory.
Gloria did feel really nice though.
It always does. The problem is, and I think you know best, it becomes a habit. And you'll do anything to get it. Just try to remember helping someone is its own benefit. It may not be on a grand scale, but if you only help one person, there's some good in the world.
I think that's all I really wanted.
That's all you have to worry about.
So I just figured that if I helped people, if I stopped other people's hurting, then it'd help with mine. Maybe it will. Maybe I just haven't done enough. How much
You
more
can only do your best. And that's all anyone ever asks.
I'll try.
Yeah, this should cheer you up. I'll grab out a box of cookies. wonder what's happening with the other two.
Meanwhile,
Nothing good.
as you say that, Wraith, have you left Richard Feynman eating his food?
I thought we were going to be friends.
No, hang on. I'm waiting because, as he suggests, there's two that we could go see, but one of them I don't want to see on my own.
Well, I figure the plan would have been you and I go talk to the other two.
Yes, and still out of those two, there's still one that I don't want to talk to on my own, that's for sure. So I'm definitely waiting for Feynman to
okay.
finish dinner.
And then I reckon if we convince them, the four of us go talk to the last one.
Oh, that one, I really don't want to see that one.
So, Feynman, you and the Wraith. The Wraith is watching as you very much heartily enjoy your stew and bread with butter. You leave crumbs all over the cleric's desk. Not the cleric's desk, all
His
over
bed. I'm
his
eating in his
bed.
bed.
Of
I'm
course,
actually
you are.
under the covers. Yeah, it takes about 40 seconds.
Okay. You leave some gravy stains on the sheets.
I'm loving it. I wipe my mouth on the sheets.
Of course you do. You are. Why are you like this?
Crusty. Already, before I wiped my mouth. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Let's get out of Dodge.
Alright. So
I'll leave the bowl and the plate from bread on his desk.
As you go to leave his tent, the chair thrower just eyes you,
I'll eye him
Sees-
back.
sees you with the Wraith, but he gives you the worst stink eye you've ever seen. Like, he's like,
He's
"You-
giving me like Kramer levels of stink eye.
yeah."
I'm just gonna. I'll just give him a bit of raise my eyebrows at him a bit. Like I'll just go pump as I walk past him.
You watch as his jaw tightens, but
Oh.
while the Wraith is standing there, he doesn't do anything.
We're gonna be such good friends, and he doesn't know it.
So, Wraith, you lead them over to the Songbird's tent where she is sitting out the front, just whistling a tune.
Songbird.
Right? So you've finished your deeply intense investigation then?
You can call it that.
Well, I didn't hear you screaming, so the probing must have gone well.
Very funny.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. With the wings, it's more tickle torture or something in it. From what I can gather, Viper is not doing great with that one.
Yes, well, as I did say to you all on bringing it here, I don't mind if you put a bullet in that one.
Oh, the worst part is, though, the way she's griping about it. I think she actually kind of likes him.
Great.
Yeah, it's weird. The only other time I've seen her like that with someone was that one time in the tavern with, that really cute, like, fire ganassi guy. They had a bit of a back and forth banter, and then, she stabbed him in the leg. I really hope that's not going to happen. He seemed kind of unpleasant, if you ask me. He reminds me of someone.
Oh, who?
Truth be told, her big brother.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it created too many weird things in my head, so I didn't really want to think about it too much. But I really hope he's not going to stay. He doesn't have the most pleasant aura or anything like that.
Very true. He does have a very, stab first, ask questions later type vibe.
His vibes are rants. Look, I'm sure he's nice. He just keeps banging on about, it's just a job and he needs to get paid and things like that. Like they're the only things that matter in life.
Yes. And
I'm sure though, if he's traveling with this lot, considering what those two in there are like, and the fact that you seem to get along with this one, maybe he's just
this
kind of
one,
prickly and needs to get laid.
well, this one was helping people.
I'm special.
The other one's not so much.
She doesn't know what to make of your interjection of that.
I just look very proud of myself. I like it when people are talking good about me. It doesn't happen often.
The other one ran in and got involved with the fight because the others were fighting. And the other one in here, I believe, is the one that turned Bosco into a thing. I mean, admittedly, I'm happy to be rid of that rat finally, but still.
Oh, come on. He wasn't that bad.
He
He
wasn't
kept the
that
red pandas
good.
in line.
I missed them.
Dude, poor Bosco, man. He was too
He's just a little guy.
soon. He's
just a little guy.
I mean, he was all right. He had a good spirit. I suppose when you don't know who to trust, I guess, and you don't have close friends, you kind of do what you need to do, I suppose. So, like I said, maybe he's just prickly because, he doesn't know how to make friends very easily. Maybe I should go make friends with him.
Well, just in case, I'll pull each of my guns out and just chamber around in each one and put them back in their holsters.
So that they're ready.
You're not to shoot anybody in my tent.
I'm not going to put holes in your tent.
Or people. Blood
miss.
takes forever to get out.
Well, that depends on them, and so far the interaction I've had with them hasn't been good, so I'm hoping Mr. Feynman here can mediate.
Okay, well, he seems like the most reasonable of the lot of them. I know he's muted himself. I can hear Andrew squealing, like, what the fuck?
Can you get Lucky over here?
Sure, I'll go grab her. I'll keep an eye on...
Obviously, don't leave that one alone, and certainly don't remove its restraints. Get Chair Thrower in there to watch him.
All right, I'll go. She whistles across, and Chair Thrower kind of looks up, follows her over to the preacher's tent.
Oh, tap on the tent cover.
Which
Hello?
tent are we going into?
This one over here. I point. Oh my god! I pointed at my monitor, and you guys can't see me.
Yeah, that one right there.
Oh, that one.
That one.
This one.
Not that one.
Okay,
That one.
we're gonna go. Oh, we're gonna 2 birds, 1 stone. This one, hell yeah. There's also a shadowy figure in there, by the way, so there may be an assassin.
It's a shadow. It's a figure. It's a figure. Oh, there is a shadowy figure. That's not supposed to be there.
Yes. I saw that. I've seen that there, and I'm like,
We've got a spy.
Before I go in there and almost get murdered.
That was the Max room.
Oh, that was the Max room.
Oh, was it? Well,
Yeah.
He's
he
dead
just
now.
collapsed. That's unfortunate.
Okay.
Hold on, let me bring him back.
I missed that guy.
There was a mushroom in their tent.
Okay, so
Oh, I'll tap on the canvas. You decent in there?
As I'm ever going to be.
I'll open it and let Feynman go first.
I'll
Shady, You watch as on a dime, Wicked seems to just clear right up in a moment.
I'll walk in like I'm being presented. Like, arms are spread. It's me, your favorite.
Hey, Ranger Feynman.
Hey, everyone. How are we today?
Fine. What's got into you?
I don't have my cuffs on any longer. Very
I
good.
noticed.
Oh yeah.
I'll walk in behind him, big. Yeah. Well, what am I? Like 8 foot or something or other.
Yeah,
He's
You big
taller
boy.
than I am.
he is.
Goddamn.
Guns in holsters.
That's
Kevlar
not how I
body armor.
imagined him.
Yeah, he's like 8 feet tall. He's not an Asima. He's a fallen angel.
You're a lot taller up close.
Well, I'd like to say hello. You know me as the Wraith.
Yes.
And what I didn't get to say last time when I turned up and requested the book be handed over, met with a knife and whatnot else.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that part.
Alright. Here's the 411.
Say some gangsters, distant flag.
Oh, well, we're going to get hip hop Feynman next or something.
Dude, we might. Nah, Shay Feynman is on the table at this stage.
Right. Obviously, you know what I want. I want the book. Now,
I'll do a
someone's...
little side glance at Feynman.
I'll tap my coat to show. You didn't take it off my possession,
No,
right?
I didn't.
Yeah, I've still got it. So I'll just like slyly letting Shady know I do still have it. He hasn't like forced it off of me.
I want the book. So does everyone else. So does the people you work for, and the people that I vaguely align with. I don't want to give it to either.
You want to keep it for yourself.
I don't want anyone to have it as a weapon. And if I could destroy it, I would. Unfortunately, it's been opened. Which means bad things are going to happen, and they're going to keep happening. They're going to get
Wicked
worse.
looks at Shady.
He sort of, for the first time ever, sort of looks down. Oh shit!
This is a book about the end of everything. Once you start it, I'm not sure how to stop it. There's some people I know that may have an answer. Do I want them to have the book? No. But at least going to them and possibly getting some answers is better than letting the other two factions have it. I know the rebellion want to wield it as a weapon, and I know that your group want to wield it as a weapon.
The power of the world's story in the palm of anyone's hands. And always sounds like a recipe for disaster.
And it is. And even having good intentions, there's still always a chance of failure. Unfortunately, it's something I can speak of with experience.
How a lot of people ended up here. Good intentions.
Yeah.
I get it, because we're in hell.
Yeah, well, I mean, on that note, I guess I can have a bit of a laugh because I came here on purpose.
Well, so did I in a way.
I didn't. I just kind of ended up here.
Speaking to your friend Feynman here, as I said, I don't want anyone to have the book. And that is my goal, to work out how to stop this and destroy it. Which means I trust Feynman here to hang on to it and not do anything too reckless. He so far seems to agree with my value. And was suggested to come and talk to you. Now, that's what I'm doing. Feynman seems to be on board. If you do not wish to be on board, you'll be free to go. We'll drop you off on the nearest main road, and you can go your way. If you also disagree, but decide you want to take the book by force, I assure you that it's a very terrible idea.
Well, if whatever you say is true, maybe it'll be guilty for my part in it. But if I may, if I help you with this venture, am I able to use your resources to help me find my wife?
I can't promise that it'll be fruitful. As I said, I am about to cross the people that I'm aligned with by not handing this over to them. So the people in this camp, the wolves, and myself is it. They have connections, they can find things out, but there is limitations on what they can do, so I can't promise results. We can try.
That's
I
all
can
I
promise
ask.
you we can try, but I can't promise results.
That's all I can ask. I'm getting nowhere fast myself, so any help will do.
In the distance, you hear a very frustrated shriek come from the one of the tents further along of just, "You're an ass, Habaru Escuagiriat!" And the sound of stomping women's feet. Andrew's like, "What the fuck did I do this time?"
He knows what he did.
And I'll
Warren Andrew has fallen asleep.
I'll literally just go, if you mind, you can talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I'll be back in a second. And I'll step out of the tent to sort of run into Lucky.
Yep. She stops out. She steps out. Well, have any luck with those three?
2 so far seem very receptive. Didn't get the third's perspective yet. Because of whatever you have going on. I did say
Turn-
you could shoot that one if you cause too much.
No, I can't. I can't shoot him. He's family.
Well, I can if you want. Oh, it's what?
He's my big brother's best friend.
Oh,
I
God.
didn't realize it was him.
Explains why he was able to take a round to the head and get up.
You had to blow up the train.
I did no such thing. Well, actually, no, that is a lie. I did do that.
The train, Wraith. Why'd you blow up the train? We said no casualties.
It was a transport full of people being processed that were already dead. Then on board was mostly guards and this lot.
I mean, I don't blame you. He stabbed you first, but still.
What happened was our favorite little weaselly little raccoon friend derailed it.
Yeah, well,
And then we tried to reduce the injuries
I
and
know,
take
but
back, and then they
I don't think
unfortunately
it was by
took us-
accident that they were on the train.
What do you mean?
Well, from what Habaru was saying, it seems to be the Imperium's MO that they've got, they're collected people. I don't know what those
With
other two are, but obviously Habaru knows my family. And that gives him a lot of connections. And the reality is, King would move heaven and earth to make sure he was safe if he needed it, which is a problem. But he said something even more concerning about your gold little gremlin dude.
oh, oh yeah, that's why I wanted to speak to you on that matter. He emits deity level energy.
Yeah, no shit. Apparently he's a Hura.
What?
Apparently he's not in a bloody temple somewhere, serving his divine punishment from Neath. He's
Oh,
apparently up and walking around.
oh, that's that could be an issue.
Yeah, you're telling me.
He has the book.
Of course he's got the book. Why wouldn't he have the book? The evil megalomaniac.
And I was
I
quite
trust this man with the book.
and I was quite happy with his answers, so I wasn't going to
I mean,
confiscate the book.
he's the great deceiver. He spent thousands of years telling everybody he was a good god. He's responsible for apocalypse level disasters.
I know I was there.
And you trust him with the book?
Not now that you told me that.
Okay, well, what are we going to do about it? Because we can't exactly kill him, can we?
We can, but it's going to have some very big repercussions because he won't actually die.
Well, it's not only that. Shayloon won't be too happy. She might not like him, but she certainly doesn't want her ex-husband dead. Apparently, she
Well,
still loves him. Something like that, according to Habaru. Apparently, he's exactly where she wants him to be. Sorry, your ladyship, I don't mean no offense. Please don't hurt me, Grandmama. Anyway, it. All right, all right. What are we going to do?
well,
You want to talk to him. Maybe talk some sense into him. Because, if I talk to him anymore, I'm going to stab him. And in my family,
you
that's not a good
think I'm
thing.
going to do any better? I want to put a bullet in his head.
My family doesn't have a good track record. Generally, if a lady stab a man, usually they end up getting together in the long run. And I don't want
True.
none of that.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you on that.
I don't want him to get the wrong idea. If you stab him, I don't know. Maybe I
I'll
don't know.
stab him. Can I just shoot him?
No, you can't shoot him because apparently he's a favorite of Ahura. He's got all his symbols on him and everything now.
This day just keeps getting worse.
Well, why don't you? You know what? I'll bring him over. I'll bring him with the others and let them convince him.
No, keep him separate first. Let me
Why?
find out about the third one first. We might be lucky. All of them might want to shoot him too. Win-win?
Okay, well, I'll come in and we'll get a quick consensus whether we're actually killing him. And well, no, I can't kill him. He's my brother's best friend. I'm expected to keep him safe from himself.
Yeah, well, I think that's an impossible mission of keeping him safe from himself.
Well, he's not usually.
Stab happy,
He's a
all
good
for the money.
kid. He's a good guy. I understand him wanting to make his place in the world. It's not easy having
He wants to make
friends.
his place.
His
That I
heart's
can
in the
talk
right
to him
place.
about.
Okay, well, you go have a talk to him and let those guys have a chat and
All right.
see how it goes.
Well, do you want to ask the lady what she feels?
What makes you think they're gonna like me? No one likes me.
I like you.
Yeah, but fine, I can. Well, no, because you've already started a rapport with them. So I'll let you keep doing it.
Oh, another one I need to talk to. Okay. Let me go find out whether the young lady is interested or we need to, because we're about to screw over the rebellion, which means we're going to have to pack up and move soon.
All right. I'll go get chair thrower and everything to start looking at packing up, and we can sort it out. Okay.
All right. If things go south and we need to leave quickly, we'll go to Rendezvous Echo.
All right. Well, let them continue talking. You go talk to Haparu, okay? And then we'll
Fine.
see where it goes. Do not stab him. Do not maim him.
When have I maimed anyone?
You blew up a train of people.
They were granted. It was a processing train full of undead, and
We will talk about this later, okay?
if there was any chance I would hurt innocents, I wouldn't have done it. And you knew that. Because if I cross that line, there goes my wings.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it later, okay?
Right.
Okay.
Wait a minute. And I'll pull both my handguns out and hand them to Lucky.
Cool. Good call.
No temptation. I walk the path of light. I walk the path of light as I'm walking towards Harbour's tent.
And as you are considering that, that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Just one closing thought. You guys ever think about how, like, we're about to have maybe 4 allies in the whole world, and I messily ate fucking stew in one of their beds?
We can deal with that later.
Me too.
Either way, thank you everybody for stopping and listening. I will talk to you all. We will talk to you all next week when we see where this goes. All right. Have a great week, guys, and we will see you next time.
Dude, have a great afternoon, evening, or night. Drink plenty of water. Get plenty of rest.
And wait for the Steve Man 777 match.
I can't believe you forgot your own spiel.
You know what? It's fine. Drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest. We'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
Oh, yeah.